Gills Arena presented by Underdog. What? It's a little light in here today.
No, it ain't.
We all we got, we all we need.
It's the light in here today.
Hey, let's do it. Had to make some cuts to the arena due to lack of spirit and hustle. We all we got, we all we need.
Spirit and hustle, huh?
They were lacking. They might have had a long night.
Sleep.
For some in the league.
Sleep late.
Tough. No yurs in the arena today.
Hey.
It'll be back soon. We shall see. But this is Gills Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa. Joining me on the couch, the man now known as Money Making Sonny, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, is in the arena suited and booted.
I'm broke, baby.
We won
last night. We won last night, though.
You did. The pick'ems were
We
pick'ems.
definitely won the pick'ems.
God bless overtime. Got to run those
For
numbers up.
sure.
It came in. I had Hallie, 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
I had Cat, rebounds and assists. He was stuck. Thank you.
But for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Pacers pulled off another crazy comeback to steal Game 1 in the Garden. How will the Knicks' epic meltdown impact them for the rest of the Eastern Conference Finals? Are they going to have a hangover after this game? We're going to get back right. We will discuss. SGA took home his first MVP. But will he be the first player since Steph to bring the chip home with it? Has not been done since 2015. See if they can get it going. And this is the 7th straight season the NBA will crown a new champ, which is the longest streak in league history. Will we ever see another dynasty? Y'all could have used other photos besides Steph, but I do digress. But before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app. Use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So we're going to talk Eastern Conference Finals in just a moment, but we got to get to the MVP. It got leaked before the official announcement yesterday, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander won his first career MVP award. SGA received 79 out of a possible 100 first-place votes. Nikola Jokic was the only other person to receive a first-place vote, getting the other 21 that SGA did not receive. So tough for Giannis, tough for other guys out there. Did not secure a first-place vote. Giannis, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell rounded out the top 5. LeBron came in 6th place at 40 years old, year 22. Top 6 still in the league. Yeah, Shot, we gonna do? We have agendas to push today. You're not here.
I like that. Stand on 10.
I ain't as nice as boss.
I ain't as nice as boss. We gonna do this shit on schedule, motherfucker. It don't matter.
So Giannis, who was in full troll mode this offseason, had a funny reaction to SGA winning that he posted on his Twitter account. Let's take a look if we can, please. He said, "What? Deschamps got hacked? No way, this is true." Deschamps got hacked.
Deschamps got hacked.
Still learning the English language. Shout out to Giannis.
No, it was him.
Shout out to the Greek Freak, who's now finished top 4 in MVP voting in 7 straight seasons. As for how SGA won the award this year, he led the league with 32.7 points per game on 52% shooting from the floor. He also averaged 6.4 assists, 5 rebounds, 1.7 steals, and 1 block per game. The only other player in NBA history to average at least 30 points on 50% shooting, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block per game is Michael Jordan, who did it twice in his first 2 MVP seasons. Nikola Jokic became the first center in NBA history to average a triple-double, 29.6 points, 12.7 rebounds, 10.2 assists. He was also tied for second in the league with 1.8 steals per game. Jokic has been top 2 in MVP voting for 5 straight seasons, something only Larry Bird and Bill Russell have ever done in NBA history. SGA's Thunder won a league-best 68 games, 18 more than the Nuggets, and OKC eliminated Denver in the second round with a blowout win in Game 7. So, Mr. Making Money, Sonny, money make it sunny. I'm going to get it right. Did the MVP voters get it right picking SGA over Joker?
I'm not anybody to say he got it right or wrong.
You are in the media now.
To be honest.
You do deserve a media vote.
Be honest.
Stephen A. said he is influenced by this couch and others that have played at your level and determined who the MVP of the league should be.
No, he worked hard for it. Put the work in. And his team believed in him. I think just the confidence his team gave him makes him the most valuable player. to not only his team but to the league and how he took the team
Yeah.
that looked up to him and that leadership, and it showed. I think if you really look at that part, Joker doesn't win it because he doesn't have that.
First big man ever in history to average a triple-double, like I said.
Triple-double's good.
Top 3, top 5 in all of those statistical categories. We're talking about most valuable player. We ain't talking about most valuable team.
We're talking about your leadership qualities. We're talking about actually taking over the game when it needs to. We're talking about really changing the landscape of it all. And I think SGA did that by giving the confidence to his team that when I'm in the game, this is how we're going to do it. When I'm not in the game, y'all know when to step up. I think Joker, with the statistics and everything, it's undeniable that triple-double as a big man is statistically phenomenal. But you look at where that team was this year, the turmoil and the uncertainty, and then they lose to the guy who he's going up against. I think that gave credit to SGA stepping up and showing that I'm more valuable to my team.
Like we said, 18 more wins than Joker and the Nuggets. They face each other in the second round. A lot of people were wondering when they were going to make this MVP announcement. Do you think it was good for the league to wait until after that series finished to do it? It seems very late in the game.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, if SGA loses that series and still wins it,
that's the only, it's a weird feeling, right?
It creates conversation, right? I mean, I think we've had conversation every year about who wins it and why they win it, who got snubbed and who should have did this and that. I think the main conversation we'll be talking about is that for the last 5 years, there's nothing but international players winning MVP.
Yeah, I think 7 straight foreign-born players have won it. Obviously, Embiid, a U.S. citizen, now represented Team USA in the Olympics. Was not born here, though.
So if you look
Time
at
to start a dialogue.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like whoever you give it to. Think about that. Whoever you give it to is still another international player dominating the game.
Any of that top 3.
Right.
To do so.
So it's just time to recognize that guys overseas can play. And Shea showed that. Joker showed that. The best man won. We're going to give it to whoever they gave it to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the main thing we take away is that he got it.
Yep.
And let's just give him credit.
And it seemed like we knew for the past couple of weeks kind of where this was heading. It bounced back and forth all season. Joker had a couple MFU games that obviously got people's attention. But this is something we've talked about on this couch consistently. Is it the best player on the best team? Is it the best player in the league? Should we differentiate between most valuable player and best player? Because a lot of people would say that Joker's still the best player in the world,
right? Even
though SGA is won the MVP.
Well, we never set a real criteria around how to gauge that fully, right? You always look at, just throw the stats. And then we say, all right, what he means to the league. Is he the face of the league? The team record. All those things are different segments of the judging system. So we need to put together a real criteria where we can say, hands down, this is what's going to be the MVP. Yeah. He's going to be this, and this. Because there's a lot of guys that has, some type of, hey, I'm credible for it, but your team's not first.
Yeah.
And you're not averaging a triple-double. So I think between the two, it makes basketball fun again. I think just having a race like that is dope.
Yeah, it was beautiful to see. I think I was, obviously SGA got 79 MVP votes. Joker got the other 21. I know we had talked about this couch. Gilbert kind of vocal that Giannis didn't deserve any of those. I would make the argument that averaging 30 points per game while shooting over 60% from the field, what he means to his team, even though they were dealing with injuries, even how they finished in the East, he deserves some love in that conversation. But at the end of the day, it was a 2-man race.
I mean, you look at that statement alone lets you know where we are in basketball, because it's not a bad statement. It's not a false statement, because you out of sight, out of mind. If your team's not number one, if you're having injury problems throughout the year, and you're still producing at a high level, but it's like having the leading scorer in the league on the worst team being considered the MVP.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things that you just got to kind of get over it. you got to let it be what it is.
Yeah.
And
the game is the game.
The game is the game where it is. Ain't gonna change nothing no time soon.
So SGA became the 3rd player to win MVP in a Thunder uniform, joining Russell Westbrook. Hold on. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, enter the arena. Represent that count. His nipples. His nipples covered by underdog logos.
Gotta have some big balls.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
Where they at?
Man cave balls. That's what you got. Shave them balls.
Ooh.
It's a
Shout out
party day in
Rose
the
Park.
neighborhood.
Ooh.
Rose Parks. Gotta keep it up.
Gotta
keep it up.
The hands
You
around.
feel me?
Okay. The Halle Reggie Miller celebration. Mr. B, the face paint. Die-hard Pacers fan.
Wartime, baby.
Gilbert Arenas switched his allegiance mid-game.
What?
Underdog logos covering his nipples. Point that out. Thank you, Gil. We are on YouTube. Got to keep the PG-13 rating.
Oh, man.
But let us introduce our Pacers fans. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us today.
Yep. Better come on home.
Go, baby!
Better come on home.
Bringing his NBA championship experience to the couch. Swaggy P, Nick Young.
Let's go, baby.
Come on.
Come on home.
I said, hey, sir.
And representing Tough Crowd University and Tyrese Halliburton, Mr. B, Brandon Jennings.
We here.
Come out the Woolworths, didn't you?
Come out the Woolworths?
Yeah. Woolworth, you know what I mean?
Woolworths.
You know.
You came out the Woolworths.
Oh, shit, Steve back.
Oh, no, Steve. No wonder New York ball. That's why New York ball.
Yeah, the Knicks fans are here. Yeah, tough night.
Nick suffered an epic meltdown. Steve needed some comfort. I was not expecting you all to show up in Indiana Pacers gear. Your new allegiance aligned. We will see if it pays off.
And Steve, you see this shit?
I didn't clap.
Did not clap.
Wow.
All right, that's our show for today. Thank you for pulling up the Gills Arena presented by Underdog. Woo woo.
When you right, you're right. When you right, you're right.
Gil, we're gonna go long today just so I can see that face paint dry.
Well, we got more in there. What's happening? Are we on our Indiana Pacers? What
We
talking?
are not talking Pacers. We are talking the MVP.
All right.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins his first career MVP award. What was your reaction to
Tyrese didn't win MVP.
Tyrese Halliburton did not win MVP. He could win Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
That's
He'll
what I
win
thought he
finals
won.
MVP.
That's what I thought y'all was talking about.
Talking about the MVP for the National Basketball Association. SGA wins his first award. A lot of talk all year about who was deserving of the award. Did the media and voters get it right picking SGA over Joker?
Yeah. You know, for sure. Just because, but I hate just the fact they wait so long. I feel like they was really having a tough decision. I don't know why, but it just felt like I thought they was gonna give it to Joker. I understand. I thought if Joker would have won, he probably would have got it. I think that's what they was waiting for, and I think that's unfair. But I'm happy.
I mean, the votes were already been in. SGA had 79 first place votes. Joker had 21. So the league knew for a while
Oh, they
what
knew
this
already.
was. They already
weeks ago.
voted. Yeah, they voted
I knew 2 weeks ago.
right after the regular
They
season.
said, I knew.
I wasn't allowed to tell.
You knew, Gil? How you know?
I told you, I said, stop arguing.
He said, stop arguing. He did say that.
Stop arguing. He good.
So do you think the league should have waited this long? They've known. They could have announced it before the series. Series might have went a different way with a pissed off
Man,
Joker.
what the NBA is realizing, I guess they've probably been already, this has been their thing, but it's entertainment,
Yeah.
right? This is entertainment. So letting it wait through the whole series, these two are playing each other. It only made sense from the league standpoint that everybody's asking, when is the MVP, when is the MVP? It was part of, topic instead of most of the game. So, business-wise and just another narrative out there was always, because now you're judging from back and forth like it's real time, even though the votes happened
They already know.
3 weeks ago.
So Thunder going to win that series, but if the Nuggets had won that series and you make this announcement this week,
Then there's argument about it. Then
But
you
it-
argue, did he deserve it? He didn't win, even though the votes is regular season, but that's the part of the entertainment.
but my point is, does that take away from SGA's moment? Didn't happen. Obviously, Thunder won. Now he gets to celebrate, and obviously it heightens with him winning MVP. But it seems like putting him in a bad spot if the opposite would have went down.
Listen, that trophy is sought after, And people don't realize it is a regular season. Once the regular season's over with, the name is already done, right? But, just for some reason, we think every game they play, we get to change people's minds. I like the idea that they did before when they made it its own event, and they did it after the season. That was
the awards?
Yeah, it was too long.
It was too long, no.
I don't know if there's any right time to do it unless you win it all. That's the only way it makes sense. You win it all plays. But if you win it and lose, people are going to talk about, are you the real MVP? It's going to.
I think you should do it that week before the playoffs.
Yeah, like
once the season's over, just get it out that week. Like the play-in games and stuff like that. Just get it out that week.
There is, I think, a day I went to travel day. I want to say that Thursday before the playoff actually starts, where you have to be able to make that announcement.
Yeah.
Let him have his moment.
Because even when Dirk won his and he lost a series and he's up there, it is not a happy moment for him. Right. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not a moment that he gets to share. He's up there damn near look depressed and defeated. The 1 seed lose to an 8 seed. Now you got this. Now your whole speech is all fucked up. This means nothing because we didn't win a championship with it. Like that wasn't the fucking speech I planned for my whole life.
We need some more. Mama, you the real MVP. You some KD.
You want some KD shit.
Mama, you the real MVP. Yeah.
So two things before we get back to SJ MVP talk. But first off, Gil, chat saying that you look very slim. They want to know where they can get Gil Zempic.
Man, I'm tired. I just said the same.
Where can they get the Gil Zempic? Look at the neck, Gil. You got the Gil Zempic neck.
No, my neck's skinny too.
It matches. That's hard work and dedication.
Yeah, steam room, child support. Steam room, child support. And a little bit of lift in it. Kind of get you right.
So steam room, child support, and a little bit of lift.
Look cut up, though.
You know what I mean?
Will get you right.
I see Ant-Man out there losing weight every goddamn game.
13 shots. The mother shots and child support. Court.
Let's move over now. You can get some work. If I was to work,
So Sonny,
Excuse me?
Hey. Yep. It's Thursday. Yeah, we here.
Diddy Junior, man. It's Diddy Junior, man.
I'm just trying to encourage my man, give him some confidence.
I don't need no confidence.
If I was to work, I would, dog, whipped up and shit.
and my other question.
Man, he doubled down.
Sometimes y'all gotta tell your friends you look good, right? Hey, homie, you look good. Like, you look good tonight.
He tripling.
You look good,
He
bro.
tripling
You
down.
gotta say it like that, like you look good, bro.
Take me to jail.
Y'all, so you
No, wait, Key.
You tripled down on it? Man.
I ain't afraid.
Y'all,
Anyway.
Wow.
Let's move on, Sonny. So, Celtics fan last year led them to a championship with your fandom. Made the difficult decision in free agency last summer to join the Knicks. Led them to the Eastern Conference Finals. How do you feel about fans switching sides, especially after one historically crazy playoff?
I don't feel anything.
No emotion towards it?
Shastra is Shastra.
Okay.
You know, we do what we do. We don't worry about other people following the lead. We go where we go. We say what we say. We do what we do. Everybody follow suit. If you want to win, get in. See what they going to jump switch every time, every game. It's going to be all right. Knicks in 6.
Still Knicks in 6. So we're going to talk Pacers-Knicks in a moment. But like I said, SGA became
Pacers in 1. So far.
in the series now. End it. Just end it. We seen all we need. SGA became the third player to win MVP in a Thunder uniform, joining Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant. He spoke about what it meant to be included among those names in his MVP acceptance speech.
Yeah, it's amazing. Any conversation with particularly those two guys, but guys that get this award, is hard to even wrap your head around. Those guys have done amazing things with the game, changed the game in ways that you couldn't see coming. To even be in the same breath is, like I said, it's hard to even put into words. It's just, I can't chalk it up to anything else besides just like a kid dreaming and working at it and seeing where it takes you. And that's the biggest thing. Like, I know Kevin and I know Russell, I know the kids they were, and they just dreamed and worked hard and got to this position, and so did I.
SGA did not wear the do-rag during his acceptance speech like we had hoped he would. But braids looking fluffy. But start with you, Mr. B. Is SGA undeniably in the same breath as KD and Russ now that he's won an MVP?
Same breath. Yeah, in the OKC jersey. But he still got more work to do. You know, he got to get to the finals. You know, those guys, they got to the finals. But what he's accomplished, you know, being there, you know, definitely in the OKC jersey for sure.
Let's move on to money making Sonny.
You have to think about that.
I gotta say it in my head.
Yeah.
It's making money, Sonny.
Yeah, it's just like where my bitches. You gotta say it together. It's one sentence.
Nobody say. Then they're not.
Now another, okay?
No, they're not. Is SGA undeniably in the same breath as KD and Russ now that he's won an MVP? Obviously much younger, got tons of places to go, but in terms of being in a Thunder uniform, third Thunder to win an MVP, you put him in the same breath as those guys when you speak of greatest Thunder of all time.
Yeah, sure.
Easy?
Yeah, for sure.
Move over to championship P. White hands around the neck.
Got my crown too.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a crown.
All right.
That's a crown.
Yeah, it's a crown.
Brown crown. SJ undeniably in the same breath as KD and Russ now that he's won the MVP.
Brown crown.
Oh man, you're killing me right now. You're killing me right now. You're killing me, man. I'm trying to save you, bro. You're so quiet, man. Just go continue, bro. Continue.
Brown crown.
Brown crown.
The brown crown. Yeah, I think he'll be higher if he win it all.
You would put him above KD and Russ in terms
In the OKC uniform.
Thunder,
yeah,
Thunder
for
grace
sure.
if he brings a championship to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I think he'll be, cause he did something none of them have done, you know. They all won an MVP, and if you do something that they haven't done in that uniform, I think you surpass them, you know. But overall, he still got a lot more to go to get like above. Well, a lot more to go to get above KD and Russ. But in that uniform, if he wins it all, throw in the Finals MVP with the team he had, because KD and them had some great teams and they couldn't get it done. So I feel like you have to put him above everybody.
Russ MVP, 3 straight triple doubles in a Thunder uniform. KD MVP, 4 scoring championships.
But you know,
Thunder
you got
uniform.
30s.
Individual.
First
It's
team
like-
All NBA twos.
First teams.
But
We
the
go through
30s would have been, it's like the same numbers KD average, right? So they would have been scoring titles too back then. So 30, 32, shit. 3
That ring trumps everything. though.
Yeah.
Let's move over to you, Gil. Do you put SJ in the same breath as Russ and KD when it comes to Thunder greats?
As of right now, I mean, yes, I mean, he's obviously trending up. Been there 6 years, 3-time All-NBA, scoring champ this year, MVP. You know, both those guys got that. You know, the championship does, you know, separate things. But, you know, time is on his side right now, and I think that if he wins a championship, Finals MVP, I think the city themselves will put him over KD just because how KD left. I think it's going to take a little bit more just being there, doing community stuff for him to get over Russ, for the fans themselves, right? You know, it's we can judge your career by what, you know, the statistics and stuff, but when it comes to just the fan base themselves, right, they were connected to Russ, right? So I think once he wins a championship, wins a Finals MVP, right, and then just continue down his path, you know, that's the guy he's chasing. So, you know, right now it's Russ at the top, you know, KD then him. But if he wins, I think the city just going to put him in front of KD because of the ring. And then, you know, 3-4 more years of him just being just a great basketball player, he'll get in front of Russ at some point.
So
I think he's going to finish in front of Russ.
They can put a couple more playoff runs together potentially.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
mean,
they have not reached the finals yet. but Western
It's just
Conference
time.
Finals.
Just time, them seeing them, right? You know, you're talking about like Russ really gave his heart to the city, right? There's just certain things you just can't take from a fan basis. You know, Russ was OKC for them, right? He bled them. He put, in a sense, he put them on a map, when it was already on the map from KD. But you know what I mean? It was just a different feel. It was like that grit and grind type of play.
I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to take
LA.
serious with all the
Wait a
Pacers
minute,
zero.
won't that be like Kawhi did to DeMar?
Yeah, but they still got DeMar.
Not at the time.
Yeah, they was happy at the time, but you know, if you let them do it right now, it's still DeMar up
But
there.
that's just because he left and all that.
But,
But if
yeah.
he would have, but yeah.
But he'll get it. I mean, it's just time. He'll get it.
He had to get out of them taxes. Them taxes in Toronto. I'm outta here.
So at the very beginning of his MVP acceptance speech, SGA made sure to shine a light on his teammates.
I would like to start this whole, I guess, speech with just thanking my teammates. Like, I can't say enough how much you guys mean to me, and not only as like a basketball player, but like as family. You guys, I know you guys know, like we do everything together on and off the court. We go shopping, we eat. Like you guys are really like my brothers, and I really mean that. And without you guys, none of this would be possible. And I want you guys to know, like, this award is your award too. So thank you guys so much.
This award is your award too? They all, the MVP. But I will take this Supermax deal in your honor. I'm gonna take this 380 and think about y'all. So very cool stuff. We see how close the team is during their group post-game interviews as well. But that wasn't the only token of SGA's appreciation. Let's
Perfect time, man. What time it is, y'all?
So to commemorate winning MVP, he bought every single teammate a Rolex watch. This was posted by Jalen Williams on IG, the other Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, on the Thunder roster. What stands out to you about SGA as a leader and as a teammate?
That's dope. You can tell they're a family right there, though.
Yeah.
I like it. Got that little college.
Yeah, I mean, even from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
I remember Draymond was, he had some negative, I guess it was more of a negative comment
He
towards
didn't
how
like all the buddy
the
stuff.
buddy. And it seems like, you know, from the beginning, he made all those young guys feel a part of his growth. You know, put them on the same level as him. You know, it was no I'm here, y'all below me type of feel, right? Even though, you know, the game is the game, right? When we're gonna do interviews, we do it together. Whatever they're gonna ask me, they're gonna ask us together. So I guess for, you know, that group, it kind of made them feel wherever he goes, we're going to. And, you know, that says a lot about him. It says a lot about his character, because sometimes, you know, you do, as a role player, second, third option, you do ask sometimes, like, you know, does this nigga even value me? Right? That's, you know, does he value me? Does he appreciate what I do? Does he appreciate my sacrifice? Right? And little things like this, you know, like, you know, buying everybody Rolexes, right? Like, yo, we appreciate it. Like, you know, even though y'all all can afford it.
Right, no,
But, you know, this is a gift. Like,
It is a
I
gift,
appreciate it. Okay, thank you,
That's
Pimp.
part of the MVP.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The MVP got me this, right? This,
Nigga,
this is the most valuable watch.
Yeah.
Gil's Arena finished top 20 in YouTube.
Yeah, we looking for a, hey, Leo.
Gil turned his head.
It's top 20, man. This ain't one. Man, we still got
Give me the Folex at least. Give me the
Got
Folex.
some ways to go, yeah.
Yeah, but you could tell too.
about that?
Yeah, but you could tell too. Also, like, because when we interviewed his dad, like when his
Shout
dad,
out Von
his dad
Alexander.
was stand up, like knew the game. They talked about they growing up and everything like that. So you could tell a lot of his ways came from his pops too. You know, in a good way though. So
It was funny watching his pop on the couch and just how he was moving. Like, bro,
yeah,
Look,
yeah. Didn't they say Bron used to do stuff like that for his teammates?
Bron, buy his teammates nice thing. Yeah.
Like
My
that?
first,
Let them go to the Space Jam 2 premiere.
I don't know about back, like, I don't know if the 90s made money like that, but I remember, like, Shaq.
Yeah,
When I
Shaq.
first heard stories, like, Shaq was buying, like, he bought somebody a car because that shit was raggedy.
They bought Madison a bunch of suits and clothes.
Yeah, KG, right?
Yeah, I mean, so there's
Certain
been,
guys.
you know, there's been players that's, you know, looked out for. Usually the people who can't afford shit, right? You know what I mean? Then, you know, probably like,
Wow.
no, usually, I'm just saying like the ones that can't afford it in the standard of,
Yeah.
like you just came, you second round pick, you making 400,000. I know you can't get a new car, I'll buy that for you.
Right.
Right,
You did a lot of that, though.
Yeah, little stuff. I'm just saying, like,
Gilbert,
like Rolexes and stuff. Like that started coming like, what, 2008, 9 maybe.
Okay.
'Cause I remember John. They said John Wall bought.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Yeah,
He bought a bunch of people Rolexes.
Swaggy, what did Gil buy you?
some stuff I stole, but a lot of some stuff he bought. So like, for the first thing, just the house. We didn't have to pay no rent. It came with a price. He had a key. Sometimes sneak in, steal my work.
Was every room furnished in that house?
But he bought me like my first Louis duffel, Louis shoes, and all that. So
Like Diddy, man. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Grooming you.
Fucking them up. Grooming them, right? Fuck them up and send them to the mall.
That man said, if you was to work, man, shit.
Send them right to the mall.
If I was to work, I would.
can't give nobody compliments. See what I mean?
If I was to work, I'd
Shoot him in the back.
He been buying me shit for years. Shit, I wouldn't
A
mind.
lot of stuff I stole.
I wouldn't mind giving him a little ass shit.
Man,
Been this long,
And moving forward,
Take him to the mall.
I won't mind giving him a little.
with SGA being Canadian, there have now been 7 straight foreign-born
said it.
MVP winners. Let's take a look. We got the MVPs by country. So this is from Kurt Goldsberry. A lot of flags. We
First
see
80.
We see Hakeem come through.
Yeah, he could have started in the 2000s.
So this is the longest streak in NBA history. James Harden was the last American to win the MVP back in 2018. Prior to the streak, there were 4 foreign-born MVPs in all of NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki, representing the fatherland of Germany, Hakeem Olajuwon of Nigeria, and Canadian Steve Nash, who won it twice. What does the streak of foreign MVPs tell you about the current NBA?
The same thing we've been telling y'all for a year. The same thing we've been telling y'all.
Embiid is
Who you been telling
American.
him?
That the Europeans is
Embiid
going to
is
take over.
American.
Who you been telling that
From
to?
Africa, whether you like
The
it or
world.
not.
You been telling to the world?
I've been telling the world every day that the Europeans are coming and they better watch out.
I remember you said
More than one continent.
You said line it up one time. You like,
I did.
line it up.
Yeah, I said put all them together and let's line up against the best American players. But that would never
It
happen.
would never happen.
They all out.
But
man.
I mean, we've been telling since we sat on the couch what was coming.
They're all big.
They all bigs. They all bigs playing the game.
Wemby gonna win one. They're all big. We already went through that.
Giannis a small forward.
No.
SGA's a point guard.
Giannis is not small forward.
You can't play them all.
SGA representing the beautiful continent of North America.
Definitely a small forward.
Okay. All right.
LeBron James is a point guard. He's a small forward.
Bron is a point guard.
Wemby's
We
a
argued
point
about this
guard,
last
too.
night.
Wemby play all 5.
Like I mentioned, SGA representing the beautiful continent of North America, which also includes the United States.
That's crazy though. I mean, that's
We got to put half and half for Embiid because he did win,
But was it
That's
his
all.
African side or was it his American side?
Well, he sacrificed his whole knees for us last summer. So
I mean,
he ain't played since. So I'm
because
saying,
next year,
God bless
give it
America.
all for America.
because next year he can win it again. So SGA, he can go back to back.
Nah, it's gonna be Wemby. It's gonna be all Wemby from this point forward.
Wemby win MVP next year?
No.
Nah, hell no, not next year.
It'll be Jokic, SGA, or Luka. One of the 3.
Giannis.
Nah, they ain't gonna give it to SGA.
Depends on where Giannis goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what it seems like to me?
Watch.
Los Angeles Lakers,
Wemby?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Watch.
That
This early?
with Nash, right? He was an all-star. I don't even know if he was all NBA player when he was in Dallas. He was cool, right? But the team was built around Dirk. When the team was built around his talent, back-to-back MVPs. Then the team was built around Dirk. They was moving pieces for Dirk, right? Giannis, Jokic, Embiid is probably the only one that they never really built a real team around him. They just grabbed a bunch of pieces. But it just seems more that, when you get a European player, you have an Army Swiss knife, and that's what I've noticed. Like, they can do a lot of things. So it's easier to build a team around them.
Besides play defense, a lot of things.
Yeah, but besides, for the most part. But like somebody like,
Except for Giannis. Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis, SGA play defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, SGA
Yeah.
play
but like I can put, like with Jokic, you can put anybody with him. With Giannis, you can try to figure out how to put anybody with him. Wemby, right? You don't need to be the scorer. I can put scores around you. You're still going to survive. I can put defensive players around you. Like you have more attributes than an American player who's just narrowed down to just scoring, right? These guys are scoring, rebounding, and passing, right? So they're becoming.
Jason Tatum.
Well, they get more.
Yeah, but I mean, he's trying to figure out how to survive. But like even somebody like
They get more
Giddey,
leeway.
like Giddey, right?
Okay.
When you look at what he brings, you're talking about 16, 8 and 8 type of players, right? So I can say, all right, you be the point guard, and let me bring in a pure scorer, right? You can manipulate the game a little bit more with the Euro.
Does that have to do with
Man. I just feel like they.
But
get
it's
more
a certain type of Euro. It's basically the 6, 8 and above.
Does that have
Because
to
they're all learning everything.
Does it have to do with a lot of the teaching
They get
that's been going on? Because they got to be being taught. The teaching got to be different than overseas.
more opportunity.
It seems like they're going off of. It seems like point guards is rare, right? If you're a point guard, you're just like a point guard, right? Coming in, right? You're not going to be. They're not really going to be athletic. The shooting guards is usually the ones that are 6, 7 and above that they're teaching dribbling, passing, rebounding, post moves, right? And so those are the ones that's flying into the league. Like if you think about what is it?
It's only
France?
It's only them. Now.
Look at the France group.
only them.
Everybody damn near 6'9" and above.
Yeah.
It's big.
Only them though that's doing that. You can't
All
say
of
they
them.
taking over and
No, all of like
only
They coming over
good
here.
European-
No, I mean, no, they're-
foreigners in the
no.
league, and they get They get more than 3 strikes. They ain't got no lash to come back.
No, I'm just saying they're
They let
like
them make
bigs. They're
mistakes
big. If
and
you
all
think
that.
about their bigs,
They asked us to get sent back home.
Wagner. You got Wagner come in. You got marketing. Like they're
got
all
the whole
bigs. No, what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
You got
They're
I'm saying their
Europeans. They're
bigs
Europeans.
is, but that's always been the case. Even Hakeem, big. Dirk, big. Like they've been bigs. Like Steve Nash. Sabonis was supposed to be there, but Steve Nash is the only guard that really thrived. But he played in America majority of his time. Same thing with SGA. He played in America most of his time.
If internationals are Swiss Army knives, what are the American players?
The same.
What are they?
And more.
Huh?
What position?
Like depends on what you want.
What's a Swiss Army knife?
Someone who can do a little bit of everything.
All right, you pull it. Okay. What's the American players? If that's the Swiss, what's the American?
In what position?
The pocket knife.
Pocket knife? Like, if you talk about a weapon, if I'm going to build my team, he said we building teams around Swiss Army knives,
A grenade.
right? And that's just something that we need because
The
it's a little bit of everything. So
Right.
if I'm going to build my team around a Swiss Army knife that could do a little bit of everything, and it's international, what the hell is the American player?
The specialist.
And what? What's
What
the
we're
weapon?
doing.
What's the weapon?
Everything.
The
Marcus.
Swiss-
Rocket launcher.
the
Rocket
Swiss Army
launcher.
knife.
AR-15.
The Swiss
the
Army
grenade,
knife.
we're-
Swiss Army knife has a little bit of everything. Remember?
Little bit of- a little bit of everything.
It can't really get
So
the job done.
how many of those do I need on my team to not need a specialist?
Wait.
Not need a
You
specialist.
need a specialist.
You need a
Well, you need a specialist because you need a face. So you need.
You need a specialist. You need someone who can do something
Great.
really good.
Yeah, not something that a lot of people that could kind of do something good. You need somebody that could be great at his
Okay,
job.
name me a specialist on the Pacers.
Tyrese.
He's not a Swiss Army knife?
No.
Okay, so what he just does, he just passes?
You wouldn't call
No,
Tyrese
he's
a
just
Swiss Army knife?
specialist at a point at being a PG, right?
Huh?
Y'all wouldn't call
PG?
Tyrese?
He's a PG.
Does he rebound?
He can score, he can rebound, he can distribute the ball.
He's not a Swiss Army knife?
He can score. I mean, he's a piece.
Elite
so,
pro.
so he's a yeah. And he's
A point guard is considered, today's point guard is a Swiss Army knife in a sense, but they're more of a specialist in something.
What?
I mean, he's not.
He's a excellent passer, if that's what he just wanted to do. Excellent pass. He's an excellent, not an okay passer, he's an excellent passer, if that's what he wants to be. He's an excellent shooter, if that's all he wants to be. He's great at both.
So let's say
like
this.
Shea is a great scorer. He's not a very good passer.
Well, let's say this.
Yeah.
You got one. You got one Swiss Army knife on the Pacers, right? One. We're just gonna say that's Tyrese Halliburton. Who are the specialists outside of him?
Isn't the Army Swiss Army knife? Wouldn't that be Siakam?
Yes, it would. But
Okay,
if we're
so
going to
Siakam-
consider, if we're going to consider Halliburton,
You want to put him
for
Halliburton.
this scenario,
your
for
point,
this
but
scenario,
Siakam,
for this scenario, we got one in Halliburton, one in Siakam. Where's the specialist?
Halliburton is the specialist shooter and the specialist passer.
Outside of Halliburton.
Oh,
Specialist?
I'm good.
That nigga that came off and hit 6 threes.
Aaron Neesmith.
I mean, because
Aaron Neesmith is that nigga that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, shit, he would be a D3 person.
Yeah, he's
so
a
defense
special,
end.
yeah, he's a good liquor store dude. Great liquor store.
An elite liquor.
That's a
store.
specialist.
That's a specialist. You could be great in your position, in your role.
All right, but
Like the bigs always thrive. If you even if you go back to think about all the Europeans that's ever came in. If you really think about all the Europeans that came in, majority of them was big. When we talk about Tony Kukoc and them, then you had your guards that were specialists, right? You're talking about Perjakovic, right?
Petrovic.
So you're not just saying that only foreigners could be whatever y'all talking about the.
Army Swiss knife?
No, I'm saying
Swiss
like
Army.
Everybody could be that.
No, I'm saying the bigs from European is the ones that was coming in here from the beginning. They were because they did a lot of things. Like when you think about Sabonis' father, he was supposed to be the Michael Jordan over there because he could score, pass, shoot. Like he did everything today's big. He was Jokic before Jokic. He just came over here hurt. So we didn't get to see the fullness of him, right? When you think about Vlade Divac, we used him as a defensive player. Great passer, screener, low post scorer. We just used him for just this, right? So those bigs always came. Now we didn't establish our big man to match them, and their bigs just overtook us.
Was Ginobili a Swiss Army knife?
No, he was a specialist.
Specialist.
At what?
Getting to the basket,
that rim.
scoring.
Yeah, his position, his role.
What about Turkoglu?
He was a Swiss Army knife. Tony Parker was the guards. The guards are just usually the guard is a scorer. It's the 6'10" and above. Them 3, 4, 5s. Those seem to be the ones that do everything.
Kurlenko?
Who?
Kurlenko?
Swiss Army knife.
Like
Yeah.
Have there ever been like a
Swiss Army
besides
knife?
Giannis, like an athletic big from over there?
Arvidas before his knees got janky.
Yeah, we don't know that, but
But by the time he came to the league, his knees were
Giannis,
cooked.
probably a guard that was probably. I mean, Ginobili was athletic for what he did, but I don't know how.
Was Tony Parker?
I don't know how
Tony Parker
Giannis-
not a Swiss Army knife?
No,
No, he was a specialist.
What we specialize in?
getting to the basket.
Floater.
Well, let's talk this MVP convo
15 range.
and foreign-born winners that have been dominating the MVP as of late. So American-born players to receive any top 4 MVP votes this year were Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, LeBron Raymond James Sr., Kay Cunningham, and Anthony Edwards. Who will be the next American-born player to win MVP?
I'll say Ant-Man. Or
I'm gonna say Brunson.
Brunson. I'm about to say Ant-Man or Brunson.
Yeah.
Halliburton.
Or Hallenberg. But they wouldn't give it to Hallenberg.
The
They don't
Halliburton
do
is-
that Steve
I don't see
Nash
Halliburg
stuff no
getting
more. They don't do that Steve Nash stuff no more. They don't do
Cause you got motherfuckers averaging 29, 30.
like,
I mean,
yeah, Shea wouldn't get it no more anyway.
unless they
feel
come
like-
back next year and be number 1,
Who?
Indiana.
you gotta,
That's the only way.
but still they get bored. Like I think they didn't want to give it to Shea.
What's the question?
Get bored with that.
I think the
34.
question for me is what players won the MVP that didn't average over 25 or 26?
What
Probably
players?
Steve Nash is probably the only one.
Derrick Rose. Did he average 23?
23, two point guards.
Yeah.
So if Halliburton ain't averaging,
I think there was a point last
Those teams
season
were number
when
one.
Hallie's numbers were on par with Magic's MVP season. Obviously,
yeah,
league
but
changes.
that's
That
what
was
we're doing.
Not the whole season.
We're comparing it to way back.
Exactly.
Right? We're not saying like Russ, James, everybody that's been a guard up in the 2010s. They've been 25 plus. You know what I'm saying? So he has to produce more to be even
gotta-
considered.
If he
But
number one, I
also
think
be
they
number
give it
1
to him.
though.
Yeah. Because you
He about
see
to be
Shea's
number-
numbers. Shea's numbers are 32, 6-6. So if Halliburton's getting
33.
But think about this though. Trae Young was averaging 27 and 12, and he wasn't even a fucking all-star.
He's overrated.
He wasn't
all-star.
even an all-star.
Right, overrated, they said.
That's a
Overrated
better number than
all-star.
Shea's numbers right now. 28 and 11 assists for your team. Your team trash. You cannot even be considered, bro.
Yeah, that's
What about somebody like Cade Cunningham who has the ability to do a little
They're going
bit
to have
of
to be
everything?
number 1 in the East to get that.
So it ain't about what you do and how you do it. It's about the numbers you put up and how your team win. We got to say that now. Because other people are being left out. They get better numbers.
Who
They
got
say
left-
it's the numbers.
Who got left out?
Just in the history. Just in the history of
To
it.
be honest, it's so hard, right? What he's saying, it's really so hard to even ask these questions because there's no consistent way of saying this is what you need to do to get this award, right? When you think about Jason Tatum when they were number 1 and he had great numbers, you're like, fuck off.
Not even close.
Right?
Numbers not even
watch,
close.
Watch out,
Wasn't
right?
even
So
in the top
25. What is that, 25 and something?
and you was ranked 5. So obviously we know winning and great numbers
Yes.
don't matter, right?
Right.
Shea, number 1, excellent numbers last year with a team that ain't even supposed to be there, lost. So we know that don't even matter, right? Every time Jokic has won with great numbers, team success was in the middle of the field compared to everybody else. And some of the worst team success on his wins, he wins it. So at this point, what does someone like a Giannis do? Giannis is like, well, hey, wait, my team, we got damn near same record, same numbers. I'm still producing, and I'm not even in the category.
Shooting 60% from the field, averaging 30
Right,
points.
so you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're using his passing ability. What about my defense ability?
Yep.
Right, so he's giving you
Yep.
pass, and I'm giving you defense. Right, as much passing as he's making, I'm defending on the other end, taking away that many points. So
Yep.
there's all these metrics that if you're a general manager, you're a coach, or you're somebody training them, I can't go in there and say, hey, listen, if you're number 1, you average 32, 7, and 8, you're locked. Nah, that's not even the case. I can't even tell, hey, you need to sacrifice, get more team wins, sacrifice 4. Remember back in the sacrifice 4 more points
Yeah,
to get 10 more wins.
We consider
You were
you.
locked in for
sure.
MVP.
You should tell you
Nah,
all the
he's
time.
getting penalized too. So you don't know.
And it's for Giannis, it's disappointing because he playing both sides of the ball. He was one of the MVP. Then he got MVP and defensive player.
yep.
So to me,
And won it.
his skill set does not decrease from that award. Both of those awards in one season. From that point forward, every season, we should be looking at him as a candidate every year at both awards. So for him not to be considered in the top 2 when he hasn't gotten worse as a player and his numbers haven't dipped, that's what the crazy part is to me, because he's just as good as a defensive player as he is anything else.
That's true, but
He
they-
scores at a 60% rate, right? And he rebounds the fucking ball. Like, he goes and gets defensive rebounds and he goes to get to the offensive glass. He's very good communicating with his teammates. So you say what the metric is. You say what the criteria is. I say Giannis has been cheated.
Top 4 those last 7
He's
straight
been
seasons.
cheated every year.
Trae Young,
Trae Young and Giannis.
Listen, Trae Young takes his numbers and then say, all right, let me put my numbers next to Steve Nash. 2 MVP years. You'd be sitting here like, what the But if you take the name, what I'm saying, if you take the names off of it,
everybody,
but if you take the names off of it, so then it becomes what was different? Winning.
Yeah, and you say who's a better point guard between the two. You say who's better, Steve Nash or Trae Young. What is everybody going to say immediately?
Steve Nash.
Why? Two MVPs.
Because he got 2 MVPs back
Two
to back.
MVPs. That's it. So when you really look at their game, you really look at the numbers, you say, shit, he's getting 28 of them things. With 11 of them.
17.
With 11 of them things. And he don't got what you got. Think about him having what he have and you having what I have. Can you still get 2 MVPs with what I got? Because I know I can win MVP with what you got.
We may find out on the next Mind the Game podcast.
Yeah, I think, you know what's so funny? I think they should do this. I think they should do, like, I would ask the voters, I would tell the NBA just for research purposes. The same voters who voted for MVP, vote for the best player in the league. Right? Have them all vote to see if it changes.
Do you think a lot of them will keep it consistent because they don't want to?
No, it's two different awards.
Yeah.
understand.
It's two different things. The best player, the best player in the NBA, in the MVP, sometimes is different.
Hands down.
But I think Giannis was getting more votes than that.
Hands
second
down.
player.
different.
Yes, when you're talking about the best player in the
Giannis in
NBA,
there
you're talking
one or
about
two every night.
right now. You're talking about that's where Jokic and Giannis, they're going to sit at the top two every year. Embiid, that's where they're going to sit. The MVP is somebody who's playing very great, and their team is succeeding also at the same time.
Well,
Right, like when Jordan was playing. Right, Charles Barkley, you're the MVP. Best player in the NBA is Jordan. Right, you know what I mean?
Right.
It does vary though, because it can be two best players in the league at the same time, where you kind of got to pick and choose who it is. Because there's a time Bron and Kobe was in the league at the same time, and we was looking like, hey, Bron is different out there, but it's still Kobe, right? So you got to kind of look at it like, yo, if you had to say who was the best player in the league at that time, there was two motherfuckers that was crazy.
But they didn't win the MVP. Like when
Exactly.
Derrick Rose won the MVP, he wasn't the best player in the NBA.
Right.
LeBron was.
Right?
But he was playing the best basketball.
But then that can go
But
to
the
another
team-
player.
right.
You know what I mean? So
Team
that
also though.
Right.
They was number one.
well, as it
so
stands,
that, you know, so I think they should try a study just to see what those voters give you, to see if you should introduce something like that. So it seems like it's
Yeah.
Like
Because
Because
MVP.
we're talking about skill set at that point. We're talking about best player.
Best player,
You're
yeah.
looking at what he's doing on the floor, how he's getting it done, all that shit.
it's the metrics of the game itself. It has nothing to do with being political and all that stuff.
Because the MVP don't be the best player.
we'd like to wish
Mitchell
SGA.
would have won if he was back in the day. If he was number one like today,
Mitchell,
the Cleveland Cavaliers,
Donovan Mitchell,
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah.
he'd have did
would
what?
have won back in the day.
If they would like Steve Nash,
But Steve Nash, no.
Because he averaged,
no.
what, 23?
Okay, so with Steve
Are
you
you
don't
saying-
think he would have won MVP?
no, Steve Nash.
Because they was number one,
Shea
and they was
no.
what?
Shea number
No,
Yeah, but the
Steve-
Thunder were number one in
But
the league.
Cleveland was what?
No.
3 or 4 last year.
3-4 last year. Steve Nash's team was dead last before he got there. They just got rid of Marbury, put him in.
You don't think?
What I'm saying, they just put him in and they won 62 games.
Think
So
about-
think about what I'm saying. It wasn't like this team was a playoff team. They was horrible. They just said, hey, Steve Nash, this is your team. That team went to 62. So you go from 20-something to 62. You're talking about a 30 to 35 to 40 game turnaround from one player.
But still, you got 20-game winning streaks in the one season.
Cool,
You got
but your
one
team-
from-
but-
one
Yeah,
from
but
calling
Greece-
from
Greece
four
won
When your
to-
team is a playoff team, you got trades that came in that make your team better. So you going from 3 to 1, winning 10 more games.
Yes. And you jump Boston, New
You're
York, teams like
you're winning
that.
10 more games.
I
One guy is
feel
winning
like it.
40 more games. It's just him that came.
So we'd like to wish
He
SGA
won it
congrats
already.
on winning the 2024-2025 MVP. SGA and the Thunder playing in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals tonight. Mr. B, you have some picks up in your partner pack on the Underdog app. Let us take a look if we can. So you got SGA higher, 31.5 points. Anthony Edwards higher, 24.5 points. Obviously, Ant-Man saying he took 13 shots last game. We expect that to increase. In this one, Julius Randle higher, 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Chet Holmgren, or Chet Hologram as he's known in the arena, higher, 22.5 points and rebounds. Jalen Williams, higher, 20.5 points. If you use this partner pack, you can win nearly 17 times your bread. How's everybody on the couch feeling about Mr. B's partner pack for this evening?
Yo, fuck with it.
I like it. I like it.
Over 10. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
There's SGA coming out after winning the MVP. He coming out tonight for sure. He's feeling good. Got that out the way.
First one and that last one.
Yeah, I don't know about that last.
That
one.
last-
He's gonna go.
Yeah.
No. He's gonna go.
Jalen Williams be going. He be attacking.
No, he's the X factor.
I hope he don't.
I peeped. I see what he's doing.
He be going.
He's gonna get 20 something.
So, Mr.
Every
B,
game, too.
we asked the chat if they were riding or fading with your picks tonight.
20% said.
Let me wait. Hold on. Wait.
We're going to keep waiting.
I've been over 50.
Right now it's 50.
I've been doing good lately.
15% right
Wait.
now.
You ain't got to pick them all.
Gil, so don't lie to the man. Don't lie to the man.
13% right now. Hey, you might as well
Stop lying, Gil. 52% of the chat
Thank you.
riding with your
52.
pick.
Thank
For
you.
now, 53%.
Thank you.
Gil has swayed the chat.
I'm getting better.
If you like Mr. B's picks, go ahead and use them on the Underdog app. If you do not have Underdog
in the
app,
40s.
Now fucking me up.
Listen,
Look at me.
listen, SGA gonna have exactly.
Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Gil. Get $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick 'em. Also, today's podcast is sponsored by Roe. Women find confidence sexy, and they can sense it. So don't let your worries about staying hard in the bedroom get in the way. Luckily, Roe Sparks is here to help. Roe Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who want more control over their erections. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue, and getting hard faster means having more sex. After they dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. Roe stays active in your system up to 36 hours, so you can go back to back to back or be ready for the morning after. Roe connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation with in-person providers. If approved, treatment ships directly to their door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at ro.co/arena to find out if prescription Roe Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/arena for $15 off your first order. Now let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for.
Why y'all didn't show that I won yesterday?
Did you send your partner pack over? You won 36 times your bread.
My partner pack hit.
We have the folks at Underdog here. You're taking their bread.
Money making Sonny is making money.
Well, it hit for you, not them.
It did. I had a couple DMs they hit because they didn't pick Turner. they said, I told them too. I said, hey, Turner
You had insurance?
Turner might fuck it up. I had
He put
insurance.
insurance.
I had
Sometimes they don't
insurance.
put insurance.
They don't put insurance.
They raw dog that pick.
They was like, yeah, we didn't pick Turner. I won, big bro. We appreciate it. So we
They
making
raw
money.
dog the pick.
You
Shot,
told-
you
you
use
say you're a raw
protection.
dog?
Yeah,
You
no,
said
got
that
to.
on the show. You said you were strapping
it's
up.
a nasty
with those-
game out here.
with those Underdog
It's
picks.
nasty.
No raw getting.
That's what I said about
You're not raw dog those
It's
picks.
nasty.
Because you will get burnt.
Hey,
you got to
Underdog
put
told
insurance
me,
on
don't
it.
be doing that shit no more. Don't you be doing that shit no more. You got a motherfucker pregnant last time. Shit, you pay 18 years of this shit, Rashad. You don't get no more money from us. you they about to put me on sabbatical in the whole 9. I just stopped betting that shit. You see, it's 36. It's not 100. It's not 126.
Okay. 36 times your bread.
Times my bread that one
God
time.
bless overtime, but let's get to it. I see we have our Pacers fans here in the arena. We have Knicks fans here in the arena as well. Different moods coming in.
He just pat me down.
Mr. B, no beers on the helmet. We are looking for a beer sponsor.
Yeah.
Michelob, Budweiser.
I've been
Guinness.
eating off the draft.
Some Guinness.
I know you've been getting it. Yeah.
Oh man, I love the draft.
Well, let's get to the
I'm
Eastern
in the
Conference
draft, too.
Finals.
I got about 10 of them.
Let's talk Eastern Conference Finals. What was one of the craziest playoff games that any of us have ever seen? We were watching it on playback last night. Pacers were coming off a dominant run over the Cavs and Bucks, winning each of those series in 5 games. The Knicks were coming off a tough series over the Celtics, where they stunned the basketball world by eliminating the defending champs. The Eastern Conference Finals presents a rivalry renewed, with the Knicks and Pacers meeting for the second straight postseason, 4-time overall in the conference finals. This game certainly lived up to legendary games of the past in this rivalry, and it might have even surpassed them. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can. My good man, Ian. So if you like offense, this was the game for you, as there were buckets of plenty right from the opening tip. Pacers started the game 9 for 9 from the field, led by Miles Turner, scored 11 points on 5 for 5 shooting in the first quarter. Overall for the Pacers, they shot 74% in the first quarter. The Knicks shot 65% in the quarter as well, and led by 2 points after 1, using offense and rebounding to keep pace with Indiana. Both teams cooled off in the second period. It was Tyrese Halliburton who kept the Pacers in it, scoring 10 in the quarter. The Knicks starters were feeling good early in this one, as Jalen Brunson had 18 in the first half. The big bodega, Karl Anthony Towns, had 15, and Mikal Bridges had 12. At halftime, the Knicks led 69-62. But before we move on to the second half, the top Pacers performers for the game were Tyrese Halliburton, who had 31 points and 11 assists compared to just 2 turnovers. Aaron Nesmith, 30-piece, including going absolutely nuclear with 20 in the fourth quarter. He was 8 for 9 from three-point range in this game. Pascal Siakam had 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, and what was truly a team effort for Indiana. On the Knicks side, Brunson, 43 and 5 assists, 15 to 25 from the field, made 12 of his 14 free throw attempts. Cat had one of his best games of the playoffs, 35 points to 12 boards. Big Bodega shot 11 for 17 from the field and 9 for 11 from the free throw line. Mikal Bridges dropped 16 points and also had 6 rebounds and 5 assists. So back to the fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson picked up his 5th foul with about 10 minutes left in the period. Knicks proceeded to go on a 14-0 run with big buckets from OG Anunoby, but as we saw, they led by as much as 17 points, held held a lead of 14 points with under 3 minutes remaining. Then the Pacers came storming back. They had a 99.8% chance to win this game. Hallie said, I got that .2 for you.
Right.
Aaron Nesmith got the flamethrower going, hit 5 threes within the final 2:51 to bring the Pacers back to life. And then Tyrese Halliburton did it again. Hallie buzzer beater with his foot on the line, which tied the game. But he thought he won it, hit him with the Reggie Miller choke celebration
That's tough.
with Reggie Miller on hand.
Wow.
Pointers, the Hall of Fame commentator, was working for TNT, sitting courtside. Then overtime, the Knicks were up 4 in OT when Jalen Brunson was blocked by Miles Turner, which resulted in a corner 3 from Andrew Nebhart on the other end. It appears that officials missed a goaltend on this play, which was rough because it swung what would have been a 6-point lead for the Knicks into just a 1-point lead for the Nebhart 3.
Game?
Teams went back and forth. And on the finals Knicks possession, they got a good 3-point looks from both Brunson and Cap, but neither could convert. And the Pacers' comeback was complete.
Cat going cat.
Meow Ming.
Crazy. Bridges always get his hand on
With 0.2 seconds left in the game, Tyrese Halliburton got the inbound pass, just handed it to Cat. In the ultimate sign of disrespect, Stan Van Gundy called it, and it happened. Pacers lead the series 1-0 ahead of Game 2 on Friday. This was the third very improbable comeback for the Pacers in this postseason. In clinching Game 5 of the first round, the Bucks were down 7 points, 35 seconds to go, won a driving game winner for Hallie, had win probability of 2% at that time. And in Game 2 of the second round against the Cavs, they were down 7 points in the final minute, won on Hallie's game winner. They had a win probability of 4% at that time. And then they did this against the Knicks in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Down 14 points with 2:51 remaining in the game. Won that game, probability of less than 1%. What is it about the Pacer squad that makes them so good at overcoming impossible deficits late in games? Mr. B, we'll start with you, longtime Tyrese Halliburton fan, known as the Halliband in New York.
I think the biggest thing is their pace. Man, they play with extremely fast pace. It's going to be something that I feel like the Knicks is going to have to. They're going to have to be able to keep up with that pace. I know they don't get a lot of rest over there with Tibbs, but I mean, the Indiana, they're like 9 deep, man. They just kept their poise and they just kept fighting, man. They kept getting good shots. What's his name? Nesmith? Yeah, that dude right there. He just if he's not paid yet, he will be paid. He will be in the league for a minute because games like that, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1. You go out there have a shooting night like that. I mean, you know, you definitely have a payday coming for you. So, and I know his confidence is very high.
Very confident.
And then Tyrese Halliburton, you know what he does every last 5 minutes. You know, he gets his teammates in good shots, good possessions, and yeah, that's what they do, man.
They said his daddy cannot come to the games, Mr. B.
I mean, hey, I think right now it's a good thing he don't come to the games. Stay where you're at the bar.
Pick a side.
Do your thing.
Let's move on to our only remaining Knicks fan on the couch of Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Money make it sunny. What is it about this Pacer squad that gives them the ability to overcome what many would assume to believe insurmountable deficits in crunch time?
Teams get up and they don't think that Indiana's good enough to come back. You underestimate your opponent. You don't think that they have the roster to come back from a deficit. When you put the starters down and you put the bench mob in, you're like, yeah, they gave up. And then they got guys that can actually hit shots if you don't play with a sense of
Urgency.
A sense of urgency. I'm trying not
You
to
almost
cut,
got
so I'm
mad.
trying to get good sound bites.
You almost
Trying to
got
get good sound-
I know you mad. It's
It
all right.
almost
I
came
know.
out of you.
It's
Just
all
let
right.
me.
All right, good.
Actually, Kersey makes for more impactful soundbites.
It
We can
doesn't.
bleep it.
It doesn't.
We can bleep.
It does.
All right, he mad.
I'm trying to.
I like this.
Yes.
Hawk.
So this is what I'm saying.
Red Hawk.
What I'm saying. The Pacers.
Get it out.
The Pacers were dead the whole game. Dead in the water.
For the
Play
entire
with a
game?
sense of urgency, Coach Thibodeau. If you teach your guys not to play to the level of the competition when you're up 14 with 2 minutes to go, you don't give up shots to a guy who hit 6 in a row. After 2, timeout. Listen, Josh, don't let him touch it.
Josh shoes appeared to be a little janky as well.
He's a little bit janky, but
multiple
Josh got
times.
heart.
He does have heart. That
Okay.
name suggests.
Yes. Bridges and all of them let their guard down. They kept letting dudes shoot. They wasn't going over top of the screen. They just kind of like, they play lethargic until they got time to really pay attention.
But Rashad, Jalen Brunson picks up his 5th foul, 10 minutes to go. At that point, you think the Pacers have a golden opportunity to kind of, take the lead, put this game out of reach. Knicks go on a 14-0 run with Jalen Brunson chilling next to his pops.
But look, this is what we're talking about, good teams. You're supposed to do that. But bad teams allow those other teams to come back. It's a game of runs. So we made our run, 14. It was a close game all the way up to the 4th. We made our run. They came back. We expect that. Okay, cool. We're going to overtime. Overtime is where we lost the game, and it wasn't Halliburton and it wasn't Neesmith. It was fucking Nembhard. 10 points in the 4th quarter. 10 fourth quarter points, and the one point that actually lost the game was the back door that he just happened to lethargically run into and lay that bitch up. That was the game. Not the Jalen Brunson turnover, nothing else after that. It was bad defense on a back door that should have never even happened.
What about your offense possessions?
Yeah.
No, still, we was up.
I know.
We was up 1.
I know, but y'all wasn't taking good shots.
Don't matter. We still had the game. We lost the game on defense.
Remember I said it was an 8-minute mark, and I think it was quick possession. Got the ball, got the rebound, gave it to Cat, and Cat shot a 3, but he ended up getting fouled. And I was like, "No, you lucky you got fouled because that was a dumbass shot. Like, why are you one? Your best player is out of the game. The guy who controls the game is out. These are not the shots you're supposed to be taking right now. You're supposed to be taking quality shots. A 30-footer with damn near 20 seconds left on the shot clock is what you're taking. You lucky you got fouled because that is a dumbass shot. Then he came down and shot it again. Then OG came down and shot one. Then Cat made one. But I'm like, at this moment, y'all are playing stupid basketball. If y'all lose the game, if y'all lose this game, y'all lost it at the 8-minute mark. Because y'all thought this game was over with, and y'all just out this bitch just chucking, like free-for-all, and not even managing the game. Like Cat, at some point in the 4th quarter, the ball was supposed to be going to you. Milk it. We're going to milk these possessions. All right, let's throw the ball to you. Let's feed off of you. Nah, the ball is on the other side. You sitting there just chilling. Like, yeah, we going tapping people, having fun. Like, no, the game like you supposed to be in the fucking game. When Hallie's out of the game, there's only 2 people that's really taking shots. It's going to be TJ and then Siakam. Right? When Siakam's out, we know.
Mathurin,
right?
Or Mathurin.
But he's not going to be playing one-on-one.
Right.
When you're out, when Brunson's out of the game, we don't know where y'all just in there free for all at this point. Like, all right, Brunson's gone. Let's all try to get the points that we didn't get, and that's what ended up happening yesterday. To me, it started at the 8-minute mark, and then from there, it was just a trickle down effect. I mean, it looked from the beginning like there was no way of winning this game, right? The turnover almost turnover where Josh slips, right, and he barely got that. That should have been a real steal. Go down and make the layup, right? Brunson gets trapped, and then he tries to throw it off their leg, stays in bounds. You lucky you got that, because that was game over.
Hart also slipped on one of Neesmith's threes.
Yeah, like it was just one of those. Like it showed that the 8-minute mark, it was just a ticking time bomb. It just played to Indiana, and those are the moments you've watched and coached so much basketball that you've seen this story plenty of times. Right? I was saying it from the beginning. Oh, they're gonna hit it. I'm shooting a 3. Because the story is telling me this is how it's supposed to end. It ended the way it was supposed to end. And even I was like this. I'm coming down. I'm shooting a 3 right now because it's in my favor. 3.
Hallie shooting that 3, but he thought it was a 3. Yeah. You just watched that play, dribbling back out, getting it up.
He did it. I'm like,
put on the line though.
He's saying, "Fuck this guy. Fuck it. It's in our favor." I'm going for because there's no pressure on him at this point. We done came all the way back. There's no pressure. I'm going for the gusto.
I love it. They're out there turning water into wine.
14, 2:51 remaining in the game.
Turning water into wine.
We are
with the basketball.
14
on his side.
Never ever. Ever. 0-970. 0-970. We're up 14 Went up
History
14 with
repeats
2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
History repeats itself.
Oh, and 970.
What y'all did to Boston, they just doing it back
Now
to
it's
y'all.
1 in 970. Right?
Just doing it back
So
to
you
y'all.
gonna take those odds in the game too?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I
Was
mean-
that better than T-Mac?
I mean, I'm just saying, man, they wasn't getting no good possessions.
Was it?
And
No, we
yo,
got everything we wanted. We just didn't manage the game.
y'all was
on the
not
court.
getting good possessions.
We got
No,
everything
no,
we
good
wanted.
at
Y'all was not
We
getting
got
good. I saw the
everything we
game.
wanted.
That
We
was
got
getting,
everything
I
we
watched the game.
We
Y'all
was
was getting
got
bad
everything we
possessions.
wanted.
Remember, I said
and the coach needs to
Brunson
stop.
had the ball. Brunson had the ball. They just got close enough. I said, this shot is damn near the most important shot, right? They need to score here. He hit the three, right? I was like, okay, that's game. Naismith came down, hit the three. I was like, oh shit. Now it's back to
That's
where
what I'm saying.
now you need a shot. He comes down,
what
shoot
I'm
another
saying.
three. And I'm like,
You don't need
yo,
that's a
he
bad
missed
possession.
it. Shoot another three. And that's what they did. Boom. I said, now you got a game.
Yeah, the coldest
You don't think a
part-
lot of? Oh yeah.
My bad. The coldest part was Naismith hit what?
And then Carl came down, shot a three. Then they came down, hit a three. Like that's the game right there.
Then Hansbrough didn't give it to him for the fifth one. Hansbrough shot it. That's the cold part. Naismith hit what? 4 threes?
Who the fuck is Hansborough?
Halliburton?
Hannenberg. So the
Halliburton.
president, that's the president. That's the book of Eli. He out there doing God's work right
The
now.
book of Eli.
So he out there doing God's work. So, but the fact that he did,
No,
I would have gave it back up.
That's what I'm
He
talking
played
about.
hot
The
like
Knicks,
that.
where remember that
Yeah,
2 minute
I-
mark where he hit the three, go up 14. They come down, hit a three,
Another
make it
three?
11.
Like that?
Then you shot a three. They came
Come down,
down, made
shoot
the
a
three.
three.
Then you come down,
Y'all
shoot
gotta
another three.
understand.
Then
Like
Y'all got to understand, we up 14, 2 minutes to go in the guard and game one.
you're up 14 with.
right.
So
So why you
celebrities
shooting
are
Well,
threes?
you're not up 14.
I know, but just hear me out.
Dave
Hear me
Chappelle
out.
courtside.
Hear me out. We up 14. We a team. We all on the bench. We ain't in the game. We all watching, right? We up 14. What's happening in this environment right now? Where we at right now? Up 14, game one. It's going nuts right now in the Garden. So the players, we know, we watching them on the floor. Hey, come on, man. Close this out. Close this out. We give up the first 2 threes. All of us over here on the bench should be looking like at each other like, hey, man, game ain't over, bro. Game ain't over. Now, remember, we up 14. Now we down. Now we up 11. Looking around. Now we up 8. It's still time on the clock, and he just burned 6 in 20 seconds. Now we looking at each other a little bit different, right? So at this point, if we don't get a timeout, coach don't come over here and be like, yo, we need to change something up. Stop him, do this, do this. Let's play with a sense of urgency, guys. Let's close this game out.
Stop them shots.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
No, not that.
Yes,
No,
we
no,
can.
bro.
No, not
Yes,
that. Let's
we
get
can.
something
Because
to the
we can play the footage
They
right now. We
shooting
can go back and
shots
watch.
But think
Let's
about
get
what you
something
just
to the
said.
basket.
He made those shots in how many seconds?
20 seconds.
Because of
No
what?
sense of urgency.
But that no.
No
Not
sense of
even
urgency.
There's no sense of urgency.
Because we're up, we just let our guard down because we think the game over. There's no way they can come back from 14 in 2 minutes. We can manage this.
Hell no.
That's how the Knicks
Hell
play.
no, hell no.
That's how the Knicks play.
Y'all
yeah.
just-
The Knicks
Knicks.
play like we
But
can
that's not how the
manage
Pacers
this.
play.
It
We
was
can
a-
manage this.
but see, you can't say you can manage it because you didn't do that.
No, I'm saying that's what they were saying. They definitely didn't do it. They obviously,
Because you
obviously
remember,
they didn't.
Remember,
manage
you
it.
shot a three. You shot a three to go 14. They came right down and shot a three. Then you come down and shoot another three like nigga no.
No, we're
You're
talking
supposed
about
to walk
what
this ball
but
down.
I'm talking
Right.
about what the game is supposed to be like
but-
for the Knicks. I'm
Is
not
that-
talking
is that
about
what
what the
Tim
Knicks
said?
actually did.
But that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying
He was
we know
supposed
that
to
they
come
did
down
it.
and
Yeah.
run offense, not come down and try to match the three that was just shot.
But that was the
That's
energy.
their job. You're supposed to come down, waste time off the
Right,
clock.
right. You're
get
playing
a
their
good
game.
possession.
Play your game.
You came down, shot a three,
They're
missed
playing-
it. They came down, shot a three again.
They're playing the
So-
energy game.
No,
It's
the energy. No, play your game. You're trying to play. You're trying to keep
playing
up with
the
the
energy.
They're down for. If I'm down 14, I'm playing full court, 94 feet. We're going fast. We're trying to come back.
All right, listen.
So if you want to play into that, then that's on you.
And this is how we play into it. All right, we up 14. You hit a three.
Down 11.
Is that a closer game from going up 15 and being close to 10? Sounds better, right? We can cut into a 10-point deficit or try to cut into a 15-point deficit. It sounds different. So now we cut it to 11. We should be clinching up a little bit since we the Knicks. We should be like,
Why?
because 11 is not comfortable.
But it was just, you just had 11 before you hit 14.
When we get to 14, it feels more comfortable.
It feels over probably
It
at that
it
in your
feels
mind.
like in 2 minutes to go, if
Yeah.
we're up 14, it feels a lot more like, yeah, but not 10. Not 10 with 2 minutes to go. We can get that. Anybody's thinking that. We can get that. 2 stops. We can cut it to 6. It's a 2-possession game. So I'm saying, for the Knicks, you have to manage the game beyond the fact that you got a 3 that gets scored on you. You can't play the game where we're trying to match the energy because that's what the energy of the build is telling us. We have to score now to keep the pace, to keep the distance. We got to now get this 3 back. So we can go back to 14.
No, why you got to get a 3 back?
That's how they're thinking. It's because that's how they're thinking. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that's how Cat and all them, they're like,
that's
get
wrong.
back to 14, let me hit. Now he misses.
Brunson
comes down. They hit another 3.
Now
it's 8.
Yeah.
Now we really clinching. Now it's not shot for shot. It's we need a bucket.
No, that's what you're supposed to say. We need a bucket.
And now they come down and shoot another 3. That's their way of saying I need a bucket. That's their bucket. Now you miss it again. He come down.
Hit a 3.
Break it to 5. Yep. Now we should have called a timeout. We should be talking about, listen, guys, we not going to fuck this up. That's coaching. That's leadership. We got to manage 5-point lead with 1:30 to go. There's no way we fuck this up.
Should have never been there.
They tried, but I think like Brunson be he foul bait too much.
Because you know what it is?
In the
You know what it is?
Yeah.
You know what it is? They're
People
fatigued,
talk
dog. I
about
think they're
Shea,
fatigued.
but Brunson
that was just dumbass basketball. That wasn't no fatigue.
I think a lot of it is fatigue.
Which part?
Stupidity.
Shit, when he got that foul with 10 minutes to go, yeah, it's fatigue. Take him out the game. Why is he even in the start of the 4th? Take him out.
Like it's just bad.
They're going at him.
But it was
But that's what I'm saying.
going at him too.
And TJ's gonna go at him.
Yeah.
Like
And
horrible.
Nembhard going to go at
It
him
was
too.
horrible basketball, man. It was. I expect that from Cat. That just looks like how he plays, right? But Brunson wasn't in the game then when OG was chucking the 3. Like you hit a couple of shots to get you up 14. Then from there, just manage.
Yep.
Right? You were supposed to, like there's 2:51 when they hit the 3. You come down.
Take time
you hit
off
the 3,
the clock.
They hit a 3. Now you're in the 2:01.
Yeah.
You're walking the ball down the court. You run offense. You don't come and shoot a shot with 18, 17 seconds left because you know they're fast enough to come down too.
Yep.
So they're going to, even if you make
they
it,
win.
they're trying to get a shot within 18 seconds. So you got to calculate that shit in. You should be going all the way down to the point where you maybe can get an offensive rebound. You were shooting shots where your guys wasn't even
down
in
there.
position
Yeah.
to get an offensive rebound.
But it's the way Indiana plays.
And
They
then
guard-
from
they
there,
guard
it was.
94 feet.
And then from there, the best of Brunson, the hype of Brunson, got the best of Brunson. Right? Yeah. If I'm gonna say Brunson probably looked the worst that he can ever possibly look, that was the moment.
In the
and the
fourth
moment
quarter?
was we was up 14. I gotta save us.
Yep.
And that's how he was playing. There was some times where, for the first time, they doubled. Like, no, we're gonna get the ball out your hand.
Thank you.
He should have just gave it up.
Turnover.
But he's like, nah, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. And those were the times where it's like, nah, give it up, go back and get it, or run offense, then get it at the end and do what you do. But sometimes he just didn't want to give the ball up, and that was really, he didn't really trust him at that moment.
And he got him to that, or the team got him to the point where he had rest. He got to rest while they went up 14. Come back in the
Because of
game.
foul trouble.
Now, like you just said, it looks nasty for you to come back in the game, lose the lead, and you be the one trying to save us when we already had the ride home. We was already going home, cruise control, manage the game, you get all the credit, great. But that didn't happen. But that's just a reflection of what they need to go to the film and look at, because the sense of urgency of getting over screens with shooters, knowing that you need to put them in driving mode, push them to the lane, get them off the three-point line. They want to shoot threes, even Miles Turner. They took Miles Turner out the game, which is brilliant, because they made it faster with Obi Toppin, make it more athletic. Now you match pace, because Miles Turner is a liability. 1,000,000%.
Now when Cat out there.
1 million, even with Cat out there.
Now when Cat out
He's
there.
a liability. So when you are the Indiana Pacers, you put Obi in, you speed the game up. He gonna run. He gonna offensive rebound. He and Nembhard were the reason they won.
So let's talk a little bit about OG and Cat, though.
OG.
Missed free throws in that moment. That could have swayed the game.
All those things.
That ball felt like a brick up there. That ball get heavy.
The ball gets heavy.
But we can talk about the missed free throws. We can talk. The game shouldn't even came to that. I'm not even gonna. That's why I said at 8 minutes. That's why I was like, if they do lose this game, it's here. Like, I'm not gonna be looking at the fucking free throws. I'm not gonna be looking at these possible turnovers. These shots right here. These shots right here. The game was over. You go make a layup. You waste time off the clock.
Get some fouls.
Right? It's like nobody got no more timeouts in football. Right? You're up, and you sitting here trying to make pass plays.
Right.
Because you want to score again. They got no more timeouts.
Just run the ball, bro.
They playing Madden.
You ball.
They playing Madden.
And then you do a play action because you think you're going to run play action. I'm going to score.
You trying to make the pass because you want to score again.
Interception. Lose the ball. Lose the game because of that shit.
And that's what
You have Marshawn Lynch in your backfield.
Huh?
And you want to throw a pass.
And you want to throw a pass.
Like it's just
1 yard line.
it's just one of those.
So he
man.
can't
It's
win
just-
the Super Bowl MVP.
I don't see Brunson playing like that. Right, as great as he played the full, I don't see him making that many. Like, he made a lot of mistakes in a short period of time. I don't see that from him again because we didn't see it before. It was just I just think it was just too much hero ball, and they changed it up. They just changed the defense up just a tad bit to throw them off.
That energy in there,
Listen,
bro. That's a little. Everybody was new to that shit.
Yo, listen, if I'm Indiana, I'm coming.
You still got to hit the free, but
You had Dave Chappelle courtside next to John Hamm, Larry
I can't
David.
give Indiana all that credit because we had the
Michael
game.
Shea, Tracy Morgan.
They did that to Boston.
No, what I'm saying is,
Win.
I'm giving Indiana that credit because of the pace.
like, look
Look
at everything that happened. Just look at everything. Like, it just went against you. Like, you don't have no more challenges. That makes you, that goaltend puts you up 6. Right? The little bounce pass to OG. Nigga gets so excited, he fumbles the ball.
Man,
he fumbles the ball, they called a foul. Smart enough to challenge it. Instead of 2 free throws, they get the ball. All of those was playing against you.
Was that a foul on Siakam? No, let's keep it real.
He blocks the ball first. I mean, this part, yeah, but they blocks the ball first, and then whatever happens after, right? And I'm saying there, like, if I'm the ref, I don't want to be on the other side of this. I want to live, so I'm just gonna call it New York ball any goddamn way. It's not like there's gonna be an uproar. There ain't gonna be no uproar in this building. So
Right.
there was things that you should be able to see that, okay, this is swaying against us.
Yeah.
And it didn't, like, even in overtime. And I'm sitting here like, I hope they don't come out here chucking threes, because you shoot 2 threes at the beginning of this overtime, it's over for you. You better get some good position. Of course they do. Of course.
Because the coach is
And
not
dumb.
emphasizing.
That's why-
Coach not
and
emphasizing.
malfunction.
Drive the fucking ball, bro.
He
It's
tried,
playoffs and we're at home. We're home and we're in New York. It's on TV. Drive the ball, bro.
He was
Hey, Cat, we coming to you on
New York
the
gotta
post.
flip.
Cat, we coming to you on the post.
Go!
Get to the fucking post. Brunson, we're gonna do a pick and roll. Get to the lane.
OG, get to the lane.
We're not gonna settle these first couple minutes, bro. We're
Can't do
gonna
that.
because
Can't do that.
Pissing me
because
off.
that's what ends up happening.
Thibodeau,
me
you're supposed
off.
to be a defensive coach, bro.
pissed off?
Yes, I'm fucking pissed.
So we asked the chat. The Knicks' loss was Tibbs' fault or the players' fault?
It's collective.
68% say the players.
Player?
But the 32 Tibbs combined for 100%.
No. This ain't the Tibbs fault. This is
No, it's not
this was
Tibbs.
donkey ass basketball that they was playing. I don't know what basketball OG was playing at the beginning of the game. I'm sorry, I don't know what sport this. I don't know what sport. I don't know if he was playing cricket. I don't know if he was playing football. He was out there just on.
Gil, you don't realize why. You know why?
Go for dog food.
Siakam.
Nah.
See, he hates playing against Siakam.
Yep, and
he
they
got
called
all his moves.
Yep.
Listen,
From
me and the homies, we
Siakam.
sat there. It was like,
Yep.
why
From
Siakam play the way he play
Yep.
against
That's his little
OG?
homie.
Because that's little Toronto.
That's little homie.
He's like, look, I got you. I know all your moves. It frustrates him.
All
You
his
gotta
moves,
watch
this
him.
boy got one move.
But but look, he's knocking the ball out every time he try to do something. He hitting the ball and he's fumbling. And I'm like, God,
Hey, OG.
And you ain't
yeah,
never been,
like stop dribbling, bro. Just
I'm from
Africa. Shoot it or swing it, my nigga.
and you never been on the stage before.
And you never been.
So what's up?
He was.
Nah, you
Toronto.
ain't never been on this.
Toronto. OG.
That was a good corner guard.
When they won?
But he was there. He
they
felt
won
it.
it?
He know what it feels like.
Yeah, he kicked off like a year after.
Yeah, he know. You know
Like
what
the
I'm
next
saying?
year. Yeah, so he didn't win.
He know what he's supposed to be doing, and he know that that dude in front of him is the dude that's like, if you ever get out of hand, you know I know how to handle you, right?
Do y'all not watch film? OG, listen, OG. This basketball game is real easy. Human behavior is very easy.
Amen.
When you drive the ball, right? You're driving with your left hand, and I'm playing defense like this. If you see my inside shoulder, change directions. Because if you can see my inside shoulder, motherfucker, I can steal the ball. I can poke the ball. I can hit the ball. If you see the inside shoulder on a defensive slide, spin, Dwayne Wade, pull it, he gonna slip behind the back. It don't matter. This man is letting the dude come all the way inside.
You know why? I know you're gonna make this move. I'm predictable.
Stop all that strong shit.
He going middle, no middle.
Stop all that strong.
That's what he's doing. And Siakam just outside hand. I got you every time. I know what you're gonna do, bro.
So, Gil, you were speaking directly to OG. I can confirm that OG watches Gil's representative underdog.
When you're driving,
so he will get that message.
That's all basketball.
So he will get that message.
You're driving, never change direction if you only see one shoulder. You still in front of them.
Yeah.
Once you see the second shoulder, change. They can't recover.
You change after you beat Boston now. You start feeling yourself. OG, they went in there and whipped their ass.
The last
game.
OG.
It's just weird. I'm
He
sitting
didn't
here
have
like,
a matchup.
I'm even calling,
I'm
yo,
just
spin
saying.
down.
Who was
He didn't have
who was
a
his
matchup.
matchup?
He didn't have a matchup.
Like,
That's right. He
shit,
didn't have a
got
matchup.
this.
Wait, no, I don't know who his matchup was. He
Nah,
5,
He
2,
like,
and
he
6.
got this.
His matchup was himself.
His match was what?
In
Brown?
Himself.
In Boston, he was free to play.
He was free to play. He scored
and
5,
now
Siakam got it.
2,
He just got the fucking
and 6
He
in the
was
game.
free to play.
And he didn't play.
So we seeing him
Listen, if
not
I'm-
know where to go, not know what to do.
Listen, if I'm the Knicks, don't try to play the same
But
place Indiana
it's
playing.
Bridges too.
No, I don't mind with the pace. Listen, the pace is
No,
fine.
the pace is too fast.
There's just things that they need to do. Listen, if I'm Tibbs, I'm not worrying about them. I'm worrying about when Holly goes out, TJ comes in.
It's
When
Cameron
TJ comes in, he is the most important player.
Absolutely.
Because he's like Shea. He's like Brunson. He's trying to get to the basket. He ain't taking no three. He don't want no three. He's pick and roll. If you're going to switch it, he's going to the basket. So you should be loading up. Yep. Either double him off the pick and make him irrelevant, make the rest of these guys shoot and try to score their own bucket. But you keep letting this little motherfucker get in. He's going to get there. You got to guard. Your guard, number 20, number 2. See, he can do the same thing. Pick and roll.
Yeah, right.
Go.
Yeah.
They
That should be
can't
the
stay in
matchup.
front of you. You're too fast for these dudes.
I was just thinking that should be the matchup. That should be. But Cameron Payne's getting his ass whooped right now.
I'm just
He
saying.
had
like,
9 minutes.
Listen.
He had
said
9
that
minutes.
what?
That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's in there for. He's in there for to shoot.
Yeah, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop
Shoot
the
it with
guy.
his ass out.
You gotta stop the guy you guard though.
no,
Don't
no,
come
no.
shoot
TJ
him
like-
and let him
no.
shoot.
With TJ, when he comes in, man,
What he's
he's a
supposed to
full
do.
threat. He's like Barrera.
Yes, he's JJ.
He's Barrera. He's
going
coming
at you.
in trying to change
He's
the
Pritchard,
game.
little Pritchard.
So
Cameron
I've
Payne
got
gotta stay
3
aggressive.
lifelong Pacer
Right
fans
hand,
here on this couch right now.
Should that be a fact?
Die-hard Pacer
That
fans.
shit Brunson be doing when he grab people. He ain't nothing.
No, your hand is caught. I mean, unless he cuffs your arm.
Yeah, he
Other than that, your arm is
himself in the face.
you're not in legal. That's not legal position. So the only thing I can do is just not call nothing.
We got 3 die-hard Pacers fans here on this couch. So let's get back to Halliburton going full Reggie Miller with the choke celly. With Reggie Miller in the garden calling the game for TNT. So Pacers coach Rick Carlisle was asked if he had any issue with Hallie busting out the celebration prematurely as the shot forced OT and did not seal the win. First, here's Carlisle's response, followed by Hallie.
Listen, players can do what they want, you know, and it's an emotional thing. It's not a big deal. In the moment, I mean, I wasn't like plotting on it or anything. Everybody wanted me to do it like last year at some different point, but it's just gotta feel right, and it felt right at the time. If it would have been if I would have known it was a 2, I would not have done it. So I think I might have wasted it. If I do it again, then people might say I'm like aura farming. So I'm not. I don't plan on using it again.
Aura farming.
Hey, it's all
I
right.
like that. This is new lingo, man. Aura vomit. I'm stealing your
The
aura.
president, that's the president right there, boy.
Rick Carlisle said, let me
He
show you.
could be president right there,
Yeah,
boy.
basically.
That's the president.
The league.
So he had the support of his head
Talking
coach there, and you heard Hallie. He didn't plan it; just happened in the moment. One person who loved the celebration was Reggie Miller, who Hallie pointed at when he first hit the shot. Reggie snuck a point back at Hallie after the comeback was complete, which the TNT cameras caught. Let's take a look. There it is.
I'm gonna get you.
Look at his eyes, diabolical, to say the least.
That's the cold meme.
That's the old.
And you know the New York newspapers are relentless. Here's the cover of the New York Post.
Fire.
Choke 2.0.
Oh, that's hard.
That's fire.
That's in the New York Post?
Yes. If I'm him, I gotta put that up in the
hard.
house. You're welcome.
Who wrote that?
I knew
That's Peter Vesey.
I knew he was coming today.
I know.
Felt it.
That's some Peter Vesey shit right there for you, boy.
Peter Vesey.
I know, that's what I said. That's
The reason we have Untold Shooting Guard streaming now on Netflix.
Yeah, New York posted that. That's wild.
That's hard.
Gilbert. You know them newspapers all over the floor.
So are you guys rolling with
I mean,
Hallie
that-
paying homage to Reggie Miller's choke celly? Pacers did not
Yeah.
win the series where Reggie did the choke celly, just as a reminder to you guys.
Yeah, because I mean, during the moment, like you said, it's an emotional moment, and he definitely thought he made the three. I mean, I thought he hit a 3-2 until
We were
the
very
replay played.
excited on play.
But the good thing about it is they did get the win in overtime. If I'm him, if he gets another moment, do it again.
Well, since we have New York fans here in the arena,
Why was you cheering like that?
let's watch it again.
Why was you cheering like that?
That was tough.
That was nice.
That was tough.
You wasn't cheering like that on y'all win.
Most overrated. Most overrated. Man,
They said his daddy could not come to the game.
most
Played for the
overrated.
Knicks though.
Most overrated. Damn.
Didn't
that
play
was
for the
nice.
Pacers.
Most overrated.
If
Man.
I was a kid, I'd hang that up on my
Oh,
wall.
let's see it one
That-
more time. Oops.
Look at that.
Mount,
Like,
look
Down
how high the ball
14.
went.
I'm telling you, they got God
Like-
on their side.
He choked.
McDonald's Sprite. They told the man.
Just remember, we're gonna remember. Just remember, we're gonna remember. That's all I'm gonna let y'all know.
Holly for president.
We're gonna remember y'all came in here with these jerseys on and shit.
Holly
So-
for
Remember, write it down. Take a
president.
picture.
So with that shot that forced OT, Tyrese Halliburton now 11 for 12 on shots to tie or take the lead in the last 2
11
minutes of a
for
game
12?
this season. 11 for 12 to tie or take the lead in the last 2 minutes of a game this season. Mr. B, you've been rolling with Hallie. What is it about Tyrese Halliburton that makes him shine in the clutch like this?
So, bro,
I think it's his pace. I think it's just his pace. He plays to his strengths. His teammates are really stepping up for him too, so it gives him a lot of leeway once the game is, headed into those tough times. But he's been doing this, all playoffs. I know, in Milwaukee they was hurt, Cavs they was hurt, but to go into the game one of the Eastern Conference Finals and put the team on your back, all that overrated talk, man, is starting to look very quiet right now. So, he's just ready for the moment.
man, that nigga about to be overrated next year too.
No, you're not.
He gonna be
not.
number one, 99.9%.
Can't.
And number two is gonna be
He can't.
Trae Young.
You can't do that. You can't do
What do you
that.
mean it can't?
You can't do that. You sound like that. That's hate.
That's
man.
hate.
Now that's hate.
Obviously, if you look
That's
at
the
the
president.
list, everybody on it averages a double-double. Giannis was on the list.
That's the president.
Yeah, but who made? Why we can't get the names for the list?
Because, hey, you know why it's overrated? Because he did that. That's what he does. If you think about the people on the list, it's their antics everyone hates. Think about
how
Trae
you
Young.
do it.
It's part of, but that's part of
I
the
know,
emotion.
it's the players that hate, they
Shooting guy.
hate the antics, huh?
Trae Young was on it.
Every year he's on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Most overrated.
Yes.
Yeah, for no.
Westbrook.
Right.
Westbrook with the baby and the too small. That's how you get on the list. He's gonna be on there the next fucking decade because of this.
Well, Gil, I'm glad that you brought up Trae Young. Brings me to my next question. So before this season even started, we knew what time it was with these two teams. So after the Knicks eliminated the Celtics in 6, fans bum-rushed a dude on the street rocking a Hallie jersey, throwing trash at him and hurling insults before he was saved by the NYPD. Pierce Karma got the best of these Knicks fans, and they had to witness Hallie walking into their trap, taking it over in Game 1. So, Gil, my question for you, has Hallie passed Trae Young as the most hated man by Knicks fans?
No, not yet.
Listen, Right now,
Not yet.
right now, they not happy right now. Like I can tell, like they brung back Reggie Miller. What Reggie Miller's in the building, right? I'm pretty sure Trae Young probably liked the fucking pick. Like there's a bunch of things that's going on in their mind. They don't know what to think right now. I can tell you that.
Howie Choke was better than Reggie
like,
Miller.
So they here. They on level 10. I can tell you that. They're trying to figure out who to blame. Are we blaming the Knicks? Are we blaming him? Are we gonna blame Trae? Right? So I think that if Indiana wins this series and Holly is still playing like that,
For sure.
yeah, it's over. It's
for
over
sure.
for Holly.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah, he's going down as one of the.
So he will not be able
You
to go
beat
to
the
Dyke.
Knicks to get to the finals?
You beat the Knicks to go to the finals.
And
he might
everybody is-
overtake Reggie Miller,
Yeah.
No facts.
especially if he keeps doing this because this led to the finals.
Yeah.
Right? This ain't fucking first round or second round like before these motherfuckers was doing it. This is to go to the big stage.
And you did the choke the first game, too.
Right? And this
So
is
you-
like one of those, like, this
The
is one of
first
those.
game.
You know he was thinking that.
Like, you're talking about,
You
this
know
is,
he was thinking that.
like, New York's is talking
No.
championship right now. Like, like, they think that trophy could be theirs.
Yeah.
So if you got the taste of a trophy in your
What?
sights, like before when it was,
Tell
them
me.
other ones wasn't trophy based. This is trophy based, right? This is get to
Beat
that
Boston,
chip.
bro. You beat Boston.
This is to get to the chip. So if that light-skinned dude with the changing voice during interviews stop us from getting the chip,
Changing
oh, he's hated, man.
Voice does
Oh, he's hated. Oh, he's hated.
Changing voices.
Oh, this is the changing voice. Yeah, you heard him. Sometimes that
Change his voice.
it goes from white to real white.
Up there smiling
Howdy,
on y'all.
Bart.
Just smiling.
Yeah.
Nigga smiling,
Howdy.
licking his lips.
Hey, man, you know, yeah.
Tyrese, please excuse us.
Nah, man.
NBA president, for sure.
That's the
But
president.
Tyrese does the choke. The 3 is a 2, and the Pacers still win the game. Pacers lose that game. That choke will live on in infamy.
Nah,
It's a
they living
completely
right.
different story.
Oh, man, we be saying Knicks in 4.
They living right. They
Yeah,
living right.
listen, it would have been Knicks and 4. No, I don't. I mean, they don't. It don't seem like they get down. They seem like they feel like they can win any game. It seems like, but how great they played at the beginning of the game, how great they played at the end of the game. You lose that game, that hurts a little bit. That's like, oh fuck, what do we do?
So let's move.
Right? But the fact that they pulled it out.
I don't know how they
Oh,
keep
you
doing
can't
that,
say
bro.
that and then make a no.
No diddy, no diddy.
Man.
So Sonny, has Hallie passed Trae Young as the most hated man by Knicks fans? Our resident Knicks fan, unwavering, have not left the bandwagon. No Tims in the arena today. I will point that out though.
Oh, he'll be leaving next year.
No Tims.
I don't like the way that they just take the Laker energy and bring it over to the Indiana
Yellow.
Pacer energy.
Is yellow or
Laker, I ain't got no Laker shit on.
Fucking Lakers.
Not familiar with the
All this
Lakers.
I got a TJ jersey on.
all this Laker energy.
What are you talking about?
I got
Y'all got a lot of Laker energy. Y'all giving a lot of Laker energy right now. Y'all giving a lot of Laker energy, man.
Man, you might want to listen, man. You might want to
A lot
up
of
that
Laker energy.
Chat
Right,
GPT,
this-
man.
right,
Man, we like 3 weeks from the Lakers.
Nah, y'all not.
Man, nobody care about no Lakers, man.
Right,
He must
this,
been he must been
Sleep.
asleep.
Man, buckle Luka, man. Buckle LeBron James. Right, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me start over.
People know fake.
I'm sorry about that, Luka. I'm sorry
People
about
know
that. Take that back. Take that back. Hey, we
People
gonna-
know faking when
we
they
gonna
see it,
edit
man. They
out
know
the
y'all
Luka
Lakers.
part.
They know
I
y'all
didn't-
trying to win some Laker energy.
I didn't-
Y'all trying to get. You're trying to build on somebody else's shit.
I didn't really
We're not letting
mean
y'all
that,
Laker
Luka.
niggas get no
like
wins.
I
You don't get the win on nobody. Especially you Bucks niggas.
I didn't realize-
The Buck stops here, bro.
I didn't mean that,
Okay?
Luka.
we still,
Buck stops
we
here,
still
bro.
in the Midwest.
You can put on.
we still in the
you can
Midwest.
put on
We still in
other
the
people's
Midwest.
clothes,
We
but
still,
you still you.
we still in the Midwest.
You can put on
We still-
other
we still-
people's clothes,
Right,
right?
uh-huh,
But you
uh-huh,
still
right.
you.
What
What questions
You're
you
not
asking?
gonna change.
Same.
Like how
Okay?
you keep bringing
Same.
up
Y'all
Lakers
still
stuff?
in Cancun?
Same.
You
You
brought up
be
Lakers
changing
yesterday.
You'll be changing teams next year anyway.
So listen.
He gonna have a new
He
team
brought
next
up
year.
Lakers
My teams
yesterday.
win.
He's bringing up Lakers today.
My teams win.
What
No.
was the question?
Changing
you
every year.
asked?
I changed after
Changing
my
every
teams
year.
win.
Changing every year.
Yeah.
What question?
Where's the
you
confidence
asked?
coffee?
It had nothing to do with Lakers, man.
So let's.
He hung up,
We're
dog.
He
speaking
hung,
Knicks.
man. He Laker drunk, man. He ain't got
He
nothing.
hung
We were
up.
talking.
He hung up.
Luka.
We are talking teams currently in the playoffs, as we have done.
We're
All
talking
posted
what?
Teams currently in the
Current
playoffs.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad.
The Indiana Pacers
My
being
bad.
one of
We're
them.
talking about the Pacers.
The Knicks being another.
Guy, whose team is still in the playoffs?
Mine?
Wait a minute.
Right.
Has Hallie passed Trae Young as the
Okay,
most hated man by Knicks fans?
Mine's still in there too. Yours still in there?
Yeah.
So Trae Young's still more hated by Knicks fans than Tyrese Halliburton.
Reggie Miller's more hated than
In
anyone.
contemporary Knicks hate. Knicks, New York as a city
Yeah,
hates
Trae
a lot of
Young
things.
is he's infamous.
Showering.
Trae Young is infamous.
Yeah, you rolled dice on the floor. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, dice.
Rolled dice.
And hit his point.
In a playing game.
Holly got to come up with his own shit.
6'8" running
seven.
base.
He can't do Reggie shit. He got to come up with his own. Trey got his own shit.
If I'm him,
Reggie
I'm
got his
gonna
own
do
shit.
Trey next. I'm gonna hit
Trey
him with
did
the
his
dice
point.
next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with the dice next, and then my and then the next time we come there, do my
I'm
shit.
doing my daddy shit, man. I'm just gonna wave that motherfucking towel up.
I'm doing my.
Boy, look just like so. We asked the chat: has Hallie passed Trae Young as the most hated man in NYC? 50-50 split.
Yes,
An equal amount of hate for both of these light-skinned gentlemen.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's good though. You know you made it when you got Knicks hating you. Knicks fans hating you.
If Knicks fans hate you,
Yeah,
you
you
on their fucking radar.
Because
It's a
they'll
different
never
kinda
let it.
hate,
They'll never.
though.
Nah, ain't no. That's
It's a different kind of hate. Yeah,
That's real hate.
If he win, it's real hate. Like
You know how hateful
they will
you
hate
know,
him.
like
They will really like.
Trae Young ain't been in the playoffs since 2018, and they still got Trae Young in their mind.
Yeah.
Fuck with Trae Young. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they put Trae Young on
you
a
know what they
lollipop
sound-
on
you know what
the
they
carpet
sound like?
with some hair.
They did do that, Mr. B.
How bad you got
They sound like McCants.
They sound like
Hey, what was that
Larry.
question you asked them?
Always bring Mr. Lakers.
Most hated dude.
Most hated between who?
Has Hallie passed Trae Young is the most hated by Knicks fans?
LeBron James.
What?
This is LeBron James. Lakers in 5.
And that was technically accurate. It was Lakers in 5.
I'm just saying.
was Lakers in 5.
That's when you know you done
Was it
got under
Lakers
their
in 5?
skin.
It
That's
was
when you know you got under their
was.
skin. When they bring you up and it ain't even a topic.
LeBron James 6th in MVP voting at 40 years old.
Well, I didn't say LeBron James for
Top
you to
six.
just start throwing out.
No,
LeBron
you said you weren't rolling with Luka or LeBron.
No, I took back Luka.
No, we did not edit
I
it
took
out.
back Luka.
But you kept LeBron. It's the shit. This is the shit, Gil.
I'm a Laker fan, not a LeBron fan. I'm a Luka fan. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna edit out the Luka part on my own.
Gil, a master editor.
Oh.
So Hallie's dad, John Halliburton, was banned from attending games for the foreseeable future, looking like potentially the rest of this postseason after getting into it with Giannis on the court at the end of the first round. Last night on TNT, Chuck made a plea to Adam Silver to change that ruling.
Can I say something, Ernie? I want to reach out to Adam Silver tomorrow. He sent me a nice text tonight. I want to reach out to Adam Silver tomorrow. Me and Draymond were talking. It's time to let Mr. Halliburton back in the building.
Yes, it is.
Adam, I'm asking you, hey, my man paid his dues. He did something really, really stupid, but he's been punished. And I'm asking you and the Indiana Pacers to let Mr. Halliburton back in the building for game 3 and 4. I mean, he paid his dues. It shouldn't be indefinite. He's been punished enough. He would never do anything that stupid again. So, Adam, you know how much I love you. And my man Kevin Pritchard, y'all let Mr. Halliburton back in the building for game 3.
Okay, so after what John Halliburton was up to last night, we have a clip.
Hey. Yeah.
With the Hallie towel.
He was. He said, Young Jock.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
You know.
We're unsure
Look
what
back,
bar
look
Hallie's
back.
pops was at, hoping that it's at Applebee's. But unsure.
Charles Barkley liked to throw out like these big words when he wants to disrespect people. Can you tell that imbecile? Can you read out what he suspended? Because the imbecile said he's gonna call
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Well, technically, it was the Pacers
The Pacers imbecile.
who suspended John Halliburton for the
Not
foreseeable future.
Adam Silver.
Call that man an imbecile?
I'm calling him everything he called me.
Imbecile.
Oh, he called you an imbecile?
Yeah, he's
I'm
like that.
like, fuck Chuck.
Every time somebody says something he don't like that has something to do with him directly, he throws names on him. So can you tell that imbecile
Called
that
you
he's
an
wrong?
imbecile.
You don't need to call Adam Silver because Adam Silver did not suspend him. Do you not watch the game, or is just still the producers that's feeding you your stuff? Call the Pacers. And then, is he suspended indefinitely? Because he used indefinite.
Well,
Can you give him the real word?
For the foreseeable future.
Foreseeable future. That
That's how it
means
was worded.
whenever they feel like bringing him back, they can.
But there's no definite suspension on either. And Gil, as you know, I do work with TNT from time to time, but
Now this has nothing to do with
NBA
that.
is
I'm
leaving
just
TNT
going-
to go to ESPN.
I'm just
so
going because
it's on site, Chuck.
when he calls me names because I made a statement of what he did.
Kendrick is in town, so
What they
squabble
be
up.
calling me.
Imbecile.
He called you an imbecile? Who used
Got
that
niggas wanting to
word?
shoot me and
Called
shit.
you imbecile, moron. He just
no, that matters what
disrespectful
they say.
with the words, and he up here don't even know what the fuck he talking about.
So should the Pacers
Can you tell this man again exactly what it is? Who does he need to call?
He needs to talk to the Pacers
Pacers, right? Okay. And then is he suspended indefinitely? Because that's the word he used.
for the foreseeable future.
Foreseeable future. What does that mean?
For the future that we can foresee, he is not allowed to come to games. But it is the future, so how could we know it all?
Little
Because, you
Chuck.
know,
So
I
if they
live in the
want to
moment.
bring him back for game 3 on their own, they
Little
can.
Chucky.
Little Chucky.
Little
Huh?
Chucky.
Right? If the Pacers want to bring him back for game 3, they can.
They should let him come do the
They
national
can let
anthem.
him do whatever they want. So you don't need to call
Little.
Any-
Well, as it stands,
Body.
Papa Halliburton at a local bar getting turned up with Pacers fans. Should the Pacers reconsider letting John Halliburton come back to game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he still should have got snuffed by Giannis. I'm never going to take that back.
wow.
But that's that. But to support your, I've tweeted that. But you know, to see your,
snuff.
Why are you so hostile?
I mean, that was
What is?
Giannis
Well,
is the best
this
player.
is
Man, Giannis
hostile
is the best player in the league. And listen, Giannis is the best player in the league.
Why
Yo,
does
listen,
he
don't
deserve to
don't
get
walk up on
snuffed?
the don't walk up on the best player like that. You should have just snuffed him. Like, get out of here. That's it. Just
Oh, I
Just-
thought
that's
you were
it.
talking about snuff.
Elder
Nah,
abuse.
snuff, like, get out of here. But no, I mean, you know, that's his son. I mean, you know, what he did was definitely silly, but he definitely should be back in the arena to you know, see his son play. I mean, nobody got hurt.
No, I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm a little superstitious, so I'll wait till something happen and bring him back. We on the road. Magical shit happening. We done, you know, came back from 14 in 2 minutes. Won a game down 7 with 40 seconds to go in Cleveland. That's like, I just wait. Because obviously something is going on and they living right. They doing something right. So just let it play out.
So we
They
asked
lose.
the chat if they should let Papa Halliburton return the game to support his son. 79% of the chat thinks that they should let John Halliburton come back to games to
He
support
said
Tyrese.
he should have got snuffed.
Just
Nigga, you just called somebody an imbecile too.
No, the
You
nigga
did use
called
that
me
word,
an imbecile.
Little Chuck. That's
And another word.
little Chucky.
You know I'm an imbecile and another word.
That shit must touch your soul. You still hurt by that. God damn. You couldn't wait to call him something.
No, I'm saying if you call me out my name, if I called you out your name, I said something disrespectful to you, then yeah, I get it. But I didn't say nothing that had nothing to do with you in a disrespectful way. So for you to address me like, that imbecile don't know what he's talking about. So I give him back the same energy. That imbecile don't know what he's talking about.
Well, he took that as a compliment.
get the blickies ready.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, Chuck losing
Chuck
weight
don't
too.
care. Hey, Chuck don't care nothing about no name calling.
Gil told Chuck to pick one.
Chuck will say, thank
Pick
you.
one.
Thank you.
Goddamn, I ain't know we was like that. Shit, goddamn. My bad if we on those kind of terms.
You're going to have to go a
Let's
little bit
get
deeper.
to it.
You're going to have to go a little bit deeper with Chuck.
Let's get to it. I'll start breaking down some film of your interviews.
Gotta be
Chuck,
started.
that's what you want to do.
You're going to have to. You
Got
gonna
to
get
be
to him.
started. son.
I go ahead and
ain't
put
gonna
one
hit
of
off
these
no-
Skip Baylesses on you. I go ahead and throw down and show you where all your
Oh,
flaws is.
shit now.
Oh,
You don't want me
Moving onward.
to- You don't want me to do. You don't want me to go under the hood.
Oh, shit now.
He did call you an
All right, Daddy, we
imbecile.
here for you.
Start
He
studying.
called you an imbecile.
Mannerisms, I got it all, man. I
Tell us
know
stop.
when they push the button and tell you to talk.
Tell him stop.
I know when they talking to you because you start doing stuff with your eyes. I know everything, brother. Forgot what they talk.
had to
Then you
wake
blurt
him
out
up.
your shit.
They had to wake him up or
Huh?
something they hear.
Nah, because he keeps the earpiece in, so they're telling them, Chuck, it's your turn. Then he starts getting ready. I know all of it, man.
Oh, shit.
I studied them people.
So TV production.
When did this happen?
What was it? About a week ago? A week ago.
Oh, this is new. Okay.
Yeah, it's new. This is
oh, so this is
This
fresh.
This just happened. Yeah.
fresh. This 7 days.
I'm
He
not
called-
aware.
So you know
I've
what I mean? So I don't be just look. I could have. I
got 7 days.
I be chilling, man. I don't be.
No, you don't got 7 days.
Huh?
Got 24 hours.
But if he need to, if he need me to cook, if he need me to go in the lab, and he need me to go in the lab, and hit the reset button. But he got his own problems, man. You know what I mean? He just got to the new job, ESPN, man. He don't know what's going to happen. I can tell you this right now, man.
We gonna work you, boy.
You gonna be working.
We gonna work.
I'm too old to be working like that. Oh, you gonna be working. That's why they haven't told
Why ain't that boy pick a swinging?
Get your ass over there.
So, but let's get back to basketball if we can. Hopefully you and Chuck
Hostile
can mend the
territory.
fences right. But back to Aaron Nesmith, who had the flamethrower going with 5 straight threes in the fourth to help the Pacers close the gap on the Knicks. And Aaron Nesmith, I want to thank you.
You said 5 or 6.
5 straight threes in the fourth. But I just want to thank.
During the comeback.
But I think entered that fourth quarter with 10 points. His underdog pick him higher or lower was 15.5. Was getting extremely nervous until he went on that barrage of threes. You won me some bread, sir, so I appreciate you. 20 total points in the fourth quarter alone. Is it time to put some respect on Aaron Nesmith's name going forward? He's going to get a bag.
Was there disrespect on his name before?
Well, it just wasn't enough acknowledgement of him as a human being.
Nesmith?
Nesmith.
Yeah, for sure. Bro, I just said, that game that I don't know if he's paid yet. Is he paid? Has he got paid yet?
Well, I think more than me.
You really think we pay attention to Pacers?
No, listen, but I'm just saying, that game right there is the reason why he's going to be paid. He's going to, that was his big payday. Hitting 6 straight 7 threes in a row in the Eastern Conference Final. He's getting paid.
There's 2 more
And he's
years
gonna be
left on
around
his
for a
deal.
minute.
2 more years left on his deal. 2 years, 22
Oh, yeah,
years left on his deal.
No, I mean, I don't know if it's about trying to put respect on his name, but he's going to get paid.
Well, just like anything, man, there's another game. This
Wait,
ain't
right?
the last game, so we got to see how he responds, right? Having 30, then you go 2, then 4, then 5. Yeah,
But this is what we've been doing, and
So we want to see.
this is what we've been doing.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I said we got to see.
We've been
what you're
giving
gonna
guys shit after one game without letting him show us
That's not-
that he can
that's
be
not-
consistent with this shit.
That's not
He's
true.
been-
He's been
he's been playing
averaging.
well.
He's been averaging double figures this whole playoffs. He's guarding Jalen Brunson.
How many points
He's
did he
playing
have
both. He's
last
playing
game?
both sides of the.
Last night, how many points did he have?
Yeah, 30.
30.
How many
Nesmith,
times have you had 30?
Nesmith averages 16.6 rebounds,
He's at-
2 assists.
he's
during the
averaging
playoffs.
16.
16 to 30,
He's
bro.
But
still, he's
30.
not
No,
the
but he
star of the
averaged
team.
16. So that means he can score the ball.
Yeah.
No, it
So
means that he can score you 15.
No, that means
So
he
if
can
you're giving
score
you
the ball
30,
though. Right. Ahead.
And now he's got to make that jump every game.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
What is he going to do?
Shot.
Just stay-
Nesmith shooting
just stay
54%
solid.
from the field during the postseason, 54% from 3.
What I'm saying is
Doing it at a very high
He
clip.
had 30 last night.
Okay.
Let's say he has 5
Next game.
Next game.
What
And
if-
this is not the last game. If this is the last game, yeah, he gets to ride off in order, but he still has another
Third game. Talk about the third game.
No,
What
he
is-
has
what
to
he have
finish
the
his
third
series
game?
out, so we got to see what he do before you put the. I'm gonna put some
Putting
respect
pressure on him because
But
you're putting
his body
you're
of work
putting
this
pressure on him.
postseason
You're
been
putting
very
pressure
solid.
on him.
I mean, it's pressure. It's pressure
great
for everybody.
No,
Great
it's not.
It's
You
pressure
didn't
for
have that
Hey, look,
expectation before he
he's
had
not
30.
gonna be the
Before
star
he
of
hit
the
the 6
team.
in the quarter,
He's
you
a
didn't
great
have the
role
pressure on him.
player. He's a
A
great
great
role
The
liquor
pressure's
store.
on him because he got his assignment is to guard Jalen Brunson, right?
That ain't pressure.
That is pressure.
No,
you
it's not.
got to guard the best player.
No, that's
Yeah,
your
yes.
role.
That's
Your
your
role
role.
is that.
Role.
But
It
it's
ain't
still
pressure.
I mean, you still got to.
No, because Rick Carlisle said this is what you're going to be used for, bro.
Yeah,
Get in
yeah,
shape,
bro.
get your shit ready. You're going to be picking up 94 feet for 4 quarters. Be prepared.
You're guarding one of the best players
And then what
in
he
the
say?
playoffs.
What did he
That's
say in
not- but
the
that's
press
not-
conference? What did he say in the press conference? He
Nesmith?
said, "I had to do this and stay in cardio shape because
was
I
getting
needed
right.
my legs to be fresh in the fourth. I knew I was going to be guarding him 94 feet, and I needed to be in good enough shape to hit shots down the stretch."
I mean, they're a
Putting
team.
up 20
I
in that
mean, they're a
fourth
team. If he's not playing well, they're not going to be successful.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
a team.
what are you doing?
They have 7 different guys in scoring figures. So that means that
They're all struggling yesterday.
Who?
all
all
of them were
struggling.
struggling.
Not in the beginning.
He had to have a
They
big
went-
game.
Remember, think about how they won. He had to hit 5
Yeah,
threes in a row.
15 straight
okay,
points, bro.
so what is the rest
of the team
that
doing?
wipes out the
Miracle
team. No, that
You
wipes
average
out the
16. I expect
14,
miracle
14-0. 14-0
That's what I'm
run.
saying.
Average
He just went
16
on a 15-0 run by himself to wipe out the
Okay,
deficit,
but he
bro.
shoot threes, right? He does shoot threes, right?
What did he shoot from
What
the
is he
three?
shooting from the
8 for
three?
9.
Look at
54%.
He shoots 54% from the three, so he shoot threes. He's been
In
shooting
this
threes in the
postseason,
playoffs.
35
This is what
for 65
I had a
from three.
game. Okay.
No, but I'm
35
saying
for
that- but
65
you're
from 3
saying
this
put some respect
postseason.
on something that just.
No, I didn't say put a respect. I'm just saying
For the
you have.
season.
He said that.
Yeah, he said that. I'm not saying you got to respect
but
him. Yeah.
they need
43% from 3 for the season.
They need a performance. It just seems like they're gonna need a performance from somebody like that every game.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at the one person I'm looking at Siakam. And I'm like, Hallie, at this point, man, you have to make up for what Siakam's not gonna do. Because the other two, they put in what, 70-something points together?
Who? Brunson and Cat?
Yes.
I think 78 if I'm not
Right? The two stars I gotta account for at least 50 to 60 points from my 2 stars, right? So from this, Smith, him, that's just, we're gonna need that from all of us, but these 2 should be having 50 points combined. Period. We shouldn't have to have miracles from our 3rd or 4th option.
I mean, it happened.
I mean, it has to be, our first 2 options got to be solid first. And one right now, he's not living up to the number 1 or the number 2. Like Cat didn't even look like he played well last night. He had 35.
Right, no, right. That's because of that 8-minute stretch.
You know what I mean? It didn't even look like, I'm like, this nigga's just out here. And he had 35.
He was balling.
But as I said,
throughout the game, though, it looked like.
But as I said, it didn't look like he had 35.
Though.
Like, you didn't even notice Siakam. You here, there.
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like, yo, you need to put an impact on this game.
I saw more of TJ than
Yeah,
Siakam.
TJ's little 10 was more impactful than Siakam's 17.
Coaching is going to be the detriment or the downfall of the New York Knicks, simply because what you just revealed to me is Nesmith is a 43% three-point shooter for the season.
Yeah.
So this is what this is telling me.
I'm still not rolling.
That's Clay.
I'm still not
That's
rolling.
Kyle Korver. No. That's Malik Monk. That's a high-volume, capable three-point shooter in the game with the Indiana Pacers, with a passer that can get him the ball. Mm-hmm. He's literally like Clay to me. As a coach, I'm looking at this situation and I'm like, how can I be surprised that he hit 5 straight threes and he shoots 43% from the 3? Mm-hmm. I'm being stupid. Mm-hmm. Nah. I'm being stupid. Nah. And then we looking around looking like, well, what do we do? Mikal Bridges, he shoot 43 from the 3, bro.
I'm not rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not rolling.
Why are you going underneath the screen and they're down and he's shooting at a desperation rate? Mm-hmm. He just hit 2 in a row. You see somebody that can shoot, starting to shoot, and you're like, he hit 2 and he can really shoot. Don't you think if Gil and you coming down in 24-hour fitness and you hit 2 in a row, we're not pushing up on you now?
Right, the heat check is coming.
Heat check is coming twice in a row.
The heat check is coming for real.
For real. Even if he missed the first one, he's going because it's time score now. And he's looking around like, who else out here can hit?
Listen,
seriously.
I'm
Thibodeau.
I saw the heat check coming. I saw the heat check.
He gotta go.
No, listen. What he's saying is, look,
Thibodeau gotta go.
He kicking his feet.
And
out.
Joe.
You could possibly,
Joe got
those could possibly be at least 2 or 3 and 1.
Yeah.
And make you do one of these. The way he shoots the ball is, there's gonna have to be a real hard deny, because he's a jumper on this. He jumps.
Did you see his follow through?
He's very athletic on his jump. This is not a Clay where you possibly can block. Yeah. You're not blocking his shot.
He gets up on that.
Right? Only Mitchell can probably get to his shot, or maybe OG if he times it right. Other than that, you're not blocking this shot. So you shouldn't even, either you're going to deny it or you're going to basically stay down, because the way he kicks his foot, if you try to challenge it, it could possibly be an and 1.
Absolutely.
So you're looking at an and 1 or 3 free throws on how he shoots the ball. It's very awkward.
Well, you got to respect it, though. You're definitely going to have to respect him in the series. I'm just letting you know.
But we
I'm glad I draft him all the time.
As a shooter, it's just like simple catch and shoot when you know somebody is invading
high on his shot.
That's the point. But it's catch.
He ain't got no mustache, bro.
It's
I'm
catch
not
and
trusting nobody with no mustache and just a chin strap.
So a mustache?
Just with the chin strap?
Just chin strap.
Chin strap? Oh, diabolical.
And he jump high as fuck.
Diabolical.
Man, come on, man. No mustache, just chin strap.
Just this
you
part.
Jump this high to shoot a 3. What the fuck going on?
You know how
him shoot every time. That's why he come on screen just look.
Like the president, listen, the president,
Who does that?
Gone.
Who say just shave all this?
This right here, not like, you know what I mean?
He said just shave
like
all this.
Rashad, like you got
That's a bowl cut.
Now, this one, this part
on his
He got a booty.
You be like.
And he jumped this high off the ground.
No mustache.
And he got dreads.
Sound like a hater, bro.
Hell no.
Sound like you hating on
I'm
this.
sounding like I'm trying to save his life.
I'm with
Trying to
you.
save him.
I'm
'Cause
with
he
you.
look like he can't be at park schools and all.
All right.
Think about it.
All right.
He can't be nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's talk a little more
He
Knicks.
just want to shoot some hoops.
Just a little more Knicks. Just a little bit more. A lot of things that had to go wrong for the Knicks to lose that game. And we're not going to pour it on here, Rashad, as you mentioned earlier. NBA teams were 0-970 when down by 14 or more points in the final 250 of regulation in the playoffs over the last 27 postseasons.
Got my stats right.
They are now 1-970 after last night. But this is just one game. As you guys said, game one is the easiest for the road team to come in and win. You guys say that repeatedly here in Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Can the Knicks overcome a loss like that mentally, though? You had Ben Stiller there. You had Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Game one, bro.
This game
Yeah.
on.
Relax.
I think
You're
we're gonna
bringing
have
a lot of this Laker energy,
Yeah,
all this
John
somber ass,
Yeah, John Hamm
Taco
there.
Tuesday shit.
No, we just-
We're
John
gonna
Hamm
be
there.
fine.
No, we just said
We're
we saw
gonna
you.
be
No,
fine.
we just said we saw you
I
up
don't want to
14.
hear what
Nah,
you gotta
y'all
say
We saw you
about
up 14
nothing.
and got
Nah,
walked
Y'all
down.
niggas are watching
Y'all
from the
losing
side.
again.
Chill out.
No, we watch.
You can move around.
We watch y'all get
Right?
walked down by 14.
All right?
We watch y'all.
Matter of
we
fact,
again.
go get the cars. Y'all valet. Y'all are valet service members. Go get our cars.
Slick back, dude.
Go park it,
Slick
actually.
back.
That's
Don't put no scratches on my shit.
I'm
either.
gonna steal some shit in there.
Okay?
For sure.
You
I'm
better.
gonna go in that glove
Yeah, you
department.
better.
I'm gonna get that change.
Yeah, I left the money in there for you too, nigga.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell. Listen,
I left a couple dollars in there. You want some dollars?
I'm gonna just let
Yeah,
you know.
You want some dollars?
Pimp name.
Yeah, I won last night. It's called Money Making Money, nigga.
Money making slim.
Man, get out my business.
Actual money.
Get out my
Actual
business.
money. That is actual money.
Yeah, I gotta go some places after this. I dressed this way for a reason.
Shot, you told us you were broke.
Go to the
At the start of
I
the show.
am broke. Yeah, I'm very.
I'm broke, baby.
I'm broke, baby. I'm broke, baby.
Yeah, I ain't
That
trying
was
to
great.
spend
That was a
no
good one.
money.
I'm broke, baby.
Honey,
That's no point.
honey, I'm
It
broke.
did good in the back this time.
But eat before you get here.
You better. You're gonna be broken.
I've been playing my role smart.
And your role is?
Start the stream. I got one jersey on,
You
then
do.
I switch the other one. So when I make my clips, I get to pretend I was with them the whole time. Right? I don't care. I don't care. My team been gone. God damn, I gotta pick a side, and I'm picking everybody at this point. I'm winning the championship this year.
Regardless.
I'm celebrating.
Regardless.
I don't care what you say. Knicks win next game. God damn it, I'm a Knick for life. All right? Huh?
That's
I
fact.
got a
That's fact.
I
Hey,
got
that's
a
fact.
buddy pass.
That's fact.
I'm still in the 30-day free trial. 30-day free trial.
Nick.
I just started this yesterday.
If
Hey,
the
Nick,
Knicks
hey, Nick.
win,
Hey, Nick.
if the Knicks win, he's got to contribute it to me. He's got to say, yes, sir, we won.
Hell yeah, we won.
Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
Yes.
I say the same for you, Gil. Appreciate you. We deserve to win together.
Yes.
We deserve to win together. Come on with the Knicks.
What about
But
all of us?
but
All of us.
When the season starts next year, y'all got to go back over there.
I don't want to be over there.
You got to go back over there with the.
Oh, for sure.
You got to
Oh,
go
yeah,
back
oh,
over
yeah.
there.
Stop.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Everybody got a
over there.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
you
gotta
don't
keep
get
it.
to,
You already know what I'm gonna be on next
don't
season.
get to keep the trophy though. You just get to touch it. Just don't get to
You
keep it.
just get to touch it.
That's it.
If Knicks get to the finals, I'm winning all New York.
Well, the Knicks feel a long-term
know.
effect from this loss,
like-
knowing they were up 14. No team had ever tricked it off in the past 27 seasons. Epic trick off in front of Ben Stiller, in front of John Hamm, Tracy Morgan, Dave Chappelle, Mello in the building.
Are you still
Joe Budden.
Don't Nick.
Joe Budden's
Budden.
there.
Why are you
Knicks-
still?
I
I'm gonna just be
I saw Joe and the
honest.
Joe
Joe,
Budden
you
speech.
really gonna do this right now?
asking a question.
You really gonna do this right now?
In front of Dave
You
Chappelle.
think I
dog?
care that I'm by myself?
In front of Dave Chappelle.
You think I care?
in front of Dave
I've been
Chappelle.
jumped by more. I've been jumped before.
didn't
Yeah,
run?
yeah, I've been jumped. I've been jumped. They all ain't got no legs no more. They don't got no legs no more.
Yeah, I almost got jumped,
You ran away.
but my legs were still there.
They jumped.
Took
They
off.
almost jumped me.
I was like that Pacer fan. Hey, police!
For sure.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
We gonna make it. We gonna make it. You got to leave the Knicks alone.
Police, help!
Come on, bro.
Police, help! He was screaming like,
You got to leave the Knicks alone,
get your ass
man.
off the train.
It's one game, man.
Steve, you're gonna feel the brunt of this.
It's one game, man.
History gonna repeat itself.
It's one
I'm
game.
telling
Nah, man, I listen,
you.
man.
They did it to the.
I'm gonna tell you, man, look,
Celtics.
Hey, I need
It's
them.
gonna happen
Hey,
again. I
If-
guarantee.
I need them gloves though after.
I can tell you this right now. Just, I know, I got the Pacers jersey on, and I gotta say this out loud. if the Pacers
Don't do it.
make it to the finals, and it's OKC also, just shut that shit. Just sit there. I'm about to tell you, ain't no sponsoring nothing about us. No, say what you said before. In the championship, viewers for the world. If the Knicks make it to the championship for the world to see, who's gonna be on the sideline again? Say them names.
Who's going to be on the side?
Say them names in the Garden.
Dave Chappelle.
John
Hamm. Timothy Chalamet. Whatever.
You're gonna see hundreds and hundreds of movie and superstars branding awareness in the world. Who the fuck is coming to Indiana?
I'm gonna tell you who.
Larry Bird.
I'm gonna tell you who. I'm gonna tell you who.
Who?
She got that fever.
Caitlin Clark.
She got that fever. She's got that fever. Ooh, you better not let the Indiana.
She gonna be in the
New York Knicks. I love you, but you better not let them go over there. Let them get there. I tell you what.
She gonna be in the,
I ain't got my jersey yet, but Caitlin Clark is from the Whites.
It's gonna be like Randy Jackson, Tito Jackson.
It's gonna be the Jackson Post.
It's gonna be Donald Trump.
It's gonna be
in
the
the
Jackson
front
Post.
row. Donald Trump and them is in the front row.
Donald Trump ain't taking his ass to no Indiana.
With motherfucker Caitlin Clark next to him. Yes, he is.
You're gonna see him in New York. You'll see him in New York.
It's gonna be two Trumps.
He ain't
gonna be seen in New York.
allowed in New York. They don't fuck with Trump.
You ain't
right
seen
now.
two Trumps.
You gonna be
They staying at
He'll go-
the Trump Towers.
He'll go to Indiana though.
She got
He
that.
ain't going to
Both
Indiana.
Trumps gonna be there.
both Trump.
Let's keep this moving. We got the Western Conference Finals game
If
2.
if we seen Joker versus Jimmy Butler in the finals, we could see that.
Yeah.
That's Miami.
Miami though.
How many superstars?
Butler,
How many
though.
stars were in Miami on the floor?
It's Indiana.
Just-
The Indiana
just
Pacers.
Miami
Just
is they
DJ
big
Khaled.
market.
Just
finals
DJ
ever.
Khaled.
It's the
They have
market.
NBA
But that was
history.
the worst
It was
finals
DJ
ever.
Khaled.
The market. You got
Indiana
superstars.
has great market ship. They are
Man,
they are a
nobody
great
wanna see
team.
that shit.
Indiana has been there before. They've been here. They
Joker
have history.
versus
Only person that's gonna be there
It's
is
not the
Caitlin
name.
Clark, Mike
I'm
Evans.
talking about the city. City, not the
Marketability,
name.
man.
Fuck the name.
That's
It's the
it.
city.
You can
The
market
People's
that
Champ, Pat
series.
McAfee. Shout out to Pat.
You
Cause she
can
gonna be
market
up
the
the
Indiana
top.
series.
No, you
If
can't.
Caitlin Clark wasn't a part of Indiana, maybe not. But
Man, she gonna be sitting up there in the box.
don't matter.
They gonna have one
if
little.
they
all
hear
right.
that she's there.
All right. What that mean?
Well, let's shift over to the Western Conference Finals game 2 tonight. No, let's talk more Knicks. Matter of fact, let's talk Yankees. The previous World
let's do
Series
that.
losers.
Let's do that. Let's
With
do that.
the steroid bats
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, let's do
Anything to
that.
beat the Dodgers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure I'm not tripping.
Steroids
It's
bad.
1, 2, 3,
Freddie
Cancun.
Freeman.
Lakers
know
on
Black
5.
Nestor Cortez.
Lakers in 5.
So,
Okay.
Western Conference tonight, Thunder Timberwolves game 2. An interesting matchup, gotten some attention, is MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going against his cousin, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. When we had Shai's pops, Von Alexander, in the arena, he talked about SGA and Nikhil's bond with the cousins training
Wait,
together
hold
as
on.
kids.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What, you didn't mean to interrupt me as you interrupted.
This is like an NBA practice, right? When we was talking OKC and you was talking Shea and championship, why you didn't throw that in there? Why you didn't throw that up in there?
We're bookending it. Okay.
Why you didn't throw that up in there? How we
bookended.
go from Shea to the Knicks back to the West?
MVP. Game.
It was MVP.
Game.
Yeah.
You mad?
This. We call it moving it along here. Okay. We let you guys have your moment as recent pace.
Do y'all agree, chat? Put that shit in the chat.
Do not ask the chat.
All right.
Chat has no bearing in rundown decisions. Appreciate you, chat, for always watching. Chat, if you have not done so already, download the Underdog app. Use promo code GIL. Get $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. So you can get bread. If you follow Shaw's advice,
If you
you can make some money. 36 times your bread.
If.
Stay away from Miles Turner. I like that you
stay
allowed the
away
chat
from-
to
Matter of fact,
think
go
freely.
under on Miles Turner.
Wow.
Matter of fact.
But back to this Western Conference Finals Game 2 preview. So we had SGA's pops, Von Alexander, in the arena. Talked about SGA and Nickeil Alexander-Walker's bond. Cousins training together as kids, going to Raptors playoff games, getting to watch AI, all those things. Both fulfilling their dreams of getting to the league. They say blood is thicker than water, but it ain't thicker than the Western Conference Finals. Before Game 1, Nickeil said, "My mom texted SGA's pop saying, 'Oh, it's war now.'" So as a hooper, do you go at a relative or close friend even more than a stranger? Is there more pride there on the line when it's a close friend or somebody in your family?
I don't have any friends.
I don't have any family.
Sad, bro.
I've always been hated. I've always been going against niggas all my life. Thought he was a friend. I had to beat his ass.
They said he just a friend.
I mean, some guys.
Yeah.
I mean, some guys. Like if I was going against Nick, bragging rights.
Yeah, we had some battles.
Like to go back home and be like, you know, I beat you. But I mean, for the most part, if you're a competitor, you know, when you're between those lines, it's whoever.
Who's getting the best of those battles?
Huh? I was playing.
Come on, man.
Well,
I don't lose. That
I Am Legend?
I mean, I was playing, so
Mr. B.
I was out there. You know.
Yeah, I thought I was friends with some guys, and then we finished playing. I found out we wasn't really friends.
Nah, we had fun though.
We
had fun.
Once you get to talking shit,
it was fun.
I talk a different type of shit. I talk a different type of
football, basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Football, we'll go ahead that shit over to the Drew League. I mean, it was I mean, it's just different with certain people.
Yeah.
So y'all was winning or losing? Who was winning?
Half
Probably even out. Yeah.
That's why y'all still like each other. I wasn't losing shit. Boy, I was undefeated. Them niggas hated when I showed up. Just imagine every time you see this nigga, man, he win every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Every time?
Every
Oh,
time.
you one of those.
Motherfucker can't beat me in nothing.
Nothing?
You one of those.
Nothing.
You one of
Do
those.
not call him. And he talk shit.
Your
And he
sister
look
said
good.
She beat you?
And he might bring
Your
some
sister
hope.
said she beat you? One-on-one.
Cemetery Larissa, as she is known.
She said she can give you buckets.
She'll give you buckets too. What the fuck you talking about?
Nah.
That shit ain't changed.
Nigga on clothesliner. You know what I mean? Get the win by any means.
With the lace front. With the lace front.
Hey, lose to no girl?
Shots at me.
So on yesterday's show, we discussed the foul calls SGA gets for his aggressive style. In Shooter on yesterday, Wolves center Rudy Gobert focused on the foul calls that the Thunder defense gets away with.
Don't expect to get calls. But they're very handsy, and there's a lot of things that are not going to be called. Yeah, they're relentless. We knew that. We know they're grabbing, fouling, but we know that we're not going to get all those calls. And we're going to play through that consistently and not let missed call or missing shots or these things disrupt us from getting to the next play and doing what we're supposed to do.
First off, shout out Mark Spears. Shout out Mark Spears. Second off, speak up, lay nigga.
Yeah, shout out Mark Spears.
He sound like my wife, man. I just be looking at, what the fuck are you talking about? Just write it down. Hey, them four motherfuckers, man. You just write it down, man. I don't know what you be
so disrespectful.
I don't know what you be saying, man. The action, like, no. Like,
You say you gotta carry a notebook around?
Just
text it.
Just hand him a pen, just write it. Come on, stop. Just stop talking. Stop.
Yeah, what?
Fuck.
Oh, just not. The writing ain't that good either. Look. She got mad at me because I didn't figure this shit out. She wrote,
Stop.
"You love me?" I said, "Yes, I love you." She said, "How do you come show me?" You know
I think that was well worded.
I'm about to play football. What?
Read that text right.
I keep reading. Like, how do you come show me?
Yeah, you should come show me.
Was there a comment?
You should come show me.
On what
I'm supposed to say, but I want to be ignorant. I'm reading it again. How do you come
Baby,
show
you
me?
need to say it right. Use your vowels.
All right, Brandon, I'm back. Let's go.
She ain't talking about nothing. Shit, I don't know what she said.
Man.
What she talking?
All right. She gonna get you. All right.
Boy, that's hilarious. Shit.
Yeah, no, that's
Coming Monday, it's gonna be covers and all kind of shit.
I'm just like, I don't know what she's talking about.
You getting kicked out. You living.
She be talking, just be like,
You working backwards, man. You supposed to be on Google Translate the whole time. Just let it Google Translate. Just
Bro, that's some funny shit. Hey, that's
just hold it up right there and be like, yeah, baby, go ahead. What'd she say? Okay.
All right, Gil. All right.
Regardless,
It's open.
just write it down, man. Just
for context, OKC shot 5 more free throws in Minnesota in the game. I think it was 22-22 in terms of personal fouls. Should be noted the Thunder have the league's best defensive efficiency in the regular season and the playoffs. But let's keep it moving. On another note, Anthony Edwards was fined $50,000 for profanity in his post-game press conference after Game 1. We played it yesterday, but Ant-Man told reporters he, quote, only took 13 fucking shots in the loss. That fine takes Ant's total for the season up to $430,000.
You get fined for that?
For cussing?
No, wait, hold on. No, you're not doing that.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
No,
Yes, we
because
are doing
LeBron James in the interview after he won a championship said the same word. About fucking time, right?
No,
That's what he said, right?
No, listen, this is not
About
the same.
about damn time. Never mind.
Thank you,
Still
Gil.
a cuss word.
This
If
is
you're going
not
to slander LeBron, be active.
No, damn is not a cuss word.
Thank you.
This is not the same, though.
Point
Because
guard,
there's
LeBron
been things
Raymond
leading up to
James,
this. Like there's been things leading up. The same situation with Ja. Bro, they got the, they watching you. So everything you say, everything you do, you just told somebody today, it's bigger than like all this. Everybody's seeing what you do. So yeah, they watching them a little closer. I mean 50,000%, only took 50,000. But I just think, like we always say, it's kids, it's families watching. So, when you're on national TV and you're talking, you're cussing. I mean, come on, man.
Because they get fined. No, the network gets fined.
Yeah.
The network gets fined.
Yeah, this is TV.
We don't know if Gilbert was cussing or not. Shit. We don't know what they saying.
I mean,
fuck.
that's
to be a fine.
No.
Speak right, motherfucker. Shit. Fine. Fuck. They give these motherfuckers anything, man.
English, do you speak
right?
You don't tell them motherfucker to talk, he blabbity-dibby-dibby. Like, shit, that shit, man.
Did you just say blabbity?
I don't know, but...
Bro.
No, say I didn't be
Leave my French speakers alone, man.
Say we.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a
Joker did the same shit. Like, what the fuck
We just
was
be
Joker
sitting there
saying?
Joker be like,
yeah, so that's a fine.
Well, we can't say, man, the kids are watching and all of this, man, and there's reality TV show.
That's reality TV.
The what you got, the MTV, Pregnant at 13.
Nah, that's not
all
that's
this
not the
other
same.
shit.
That's not
Man,
the same.
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's not the
Yes,
same.
it is.
That is not the
They
same.
cussing in cartoons.
No,
but
that is not the same. That is not the same. You are held to a standard.
Not anymore.
You're making a lot of money. You're making a lot of money.
Not anymore.
You're making a lot of money,
Not
and
anymore.
this is on TV in front of the world.
Steve,
Hey, not anymore.
what does the network get
50.
fined for certain words? What would they get fined
The
for?
FEC.
Just saying.
What is it, FEC?
the F word.
FCC? FCC?
No, like Disney has a bunch
Disney
of words
Plus
you
is with
can't
ESPN.
say. So damn. So they get fined 300.
That ain't shit. They got
That
Gil.
ain't nothing, bro.
but
That's
think
a
about it.
penny.
No, think about it.
Nah,
Penny in the bucket.
No, what I'm saying is the NBA got fined for him saying that. They get fined $350. So they just charged him $50.
Right.
So they're eating $300,000.
Well, don't air my
And the
press
300
conference.
ain't nothing because it's coming from the network.
I know, but what I'm saying is I'm getting fined $50. I'm only charging you $50 for it.
Right.
So that's
and that's in
cool.
there. I'm not taking this fine. This is a
Like I
business.
said, they charge them the whole full. Then like, damn.
Well,
But they still taking a hit on it.
If the business has the protocol to say we're not going to allow cursing, then that's a fine.
Okay.
But if that's not in the rule book, if that ain't in the contract
is.
that I can't cuss in interviews.
It is.
You can't.
But that is.
So if it is, then he can't do it.
It is.
No, that's what I'm saying. He can't.
I know, but who have you saw like just cussing in interviews like they doing now? Like
What were they on
nobody.
yesterday?
They feel free to do it because no one's saying they can't.
Yeah, that's who he is.
They're not saying
That
who
game
can.
was on TNT. ESPN, yeah.
They
That's it.
shut
The
down
Worldwide
his
League.
character.
Yeah, that's what they're
They messing
doing.
with his character.
That's what I'm
that's-
saying.
Just because it
it's-
was Ant, they did
No,
that. If
it's
it was
Disney,
anybody
dog.
else, it
It's
wouldn't
Disney's
have been.
AI ain't
network.
never
But
cussed.
still, but it's
AI
Ant.
ain't never went out there was just
But he's
effing this
trying
and
to
effing
be
that and
himself.
effing that. Like,
Yeah, but look, he's trying to be himself, and if it's in the rule book that you can't cuss and he don't know it,
It's not
then
the
they
rule.
need to tell him.
if I'm on national
No, I feel
TV,
like they've
if
told
I'm
them
on national
repeatedly.
TV for sports,
$430,000
and I'm on
worth of
ESPN
fines.
and TNT, I'm not finna go on there and cuss. I just know.
There's just certain
NBA
words you
TV,
can't-
I'm not finna cuss.
But Mr. B, what if you just took 13 fucking shots though?
I just took 13
That's
shots.
all he said. Ain't
But
like
it's
he
still
fucking
13 shots.
What if
You can't say that on
13
Disney.
fucking
It's
shots? And I get
Disney.
fined for that?
It's
No.
Disney. It's Disney.
It was only 13
If this wasn't
fucking shots.
So
ESPN,
what
it's
if a
just the
network, what
local,
if
then
ESPN wanted to
cool.
come sponsor this? And then we couldn't, what?
We got to change the way
Technically,
we talk.
they have
We got to
previously.
change the
Okay.
way
Like
we
this,
talk.
If we was on ESPN, them 6 fucks that he said, that's $1 million
Yes.
some dollars.
Yes, yes.
I've
Per.
Right.
He's getting
Okay, so
350 per.
Okay, so we talking about
I've heard
he
Pat
can't be
McAfee
himself.
do it.
No, you can't just say what you want on this network.
Yeah.
No, being yourself and learning how to talk Professionally is different, bro. I can mold myself into a professional character and
Yeah.
not change who I am
You know how to
because
change.
I'm at work and I gotta talk like this.
On this platform.
On this
TNT
platform.
got listen.
Yeah, I
TNT
know how
got
to-
their
What
own.
Stephen A. Smith do when he left off the Bron situation? He was on First Take. I'm gonna address him when I get on my show.
Yeah.
Where I can act like a
Okay,
little-
okay,
I can act like
okay,
a-
that's your show.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I can act like me on this show. I gotta act like this over here because they pay me this. I built this on my own.
Okay.
I can say what I want.
Okay, so go do it on your own platform. But right here with ESPN and on this national,
And
on
don't
this
have
national
another platform.
Okay, well then,
If he was did it in a locker room and they was recording him on a locker room, that's
You trying to
fine.
get his
Because
reaction?
that's not
That's
that's
real-time
Where's
reaction.
the
That's
warning
not
at?
Disney.
Where's the warning at?
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
warning.
The warning.
It's Disney. There's no warning, dog. There's a list of words you just can't
no,
say.
no,
He
don't
just
give
said
nobody
look,
else.
what he-
warning.
There's words you
because
just
He
can't
don't know that.
yes, he should
don't
know
matter.
that.
And it's not.
This is
He
the
wasn't
NBA.
saying it like.
Well,
It
who's
don't
around
matter.
him?
It's words that you
Well, then who's
can't
around
say.
him then, Nick? Who's around him? How you been in
It
the
ain't
league
got
this
nothing to
long
do with
and you don't know what
it
to
ain't got
say?
nothing to do with
Everybody
Ant.
done cussed in
There's-
the interviews.
It's not. It's you can cut. If he was in a locker room and we're recording him, he cusses then. That's fine. But he is part of the Disney network in that interview.
When
and
Russ-
Disney has a whole bunch of words you just can't say.
When Russ did
That's why I was like, wait a minute. Then LeBron, but
picking on
LeBron
him.
said, "Damn." Then I'm like, all right,
picking on
cool.
him.
But even with Russ, when Russ did that, what did he say? When
he
in
was
Utah?
like,
yeah, but
y'all
that
niggas
wasn't
tripping,
on,
I
that
believe
was
was-
in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In the locker room, you gotta check your emotions.
Right,
you get
right,
interviewed.
right. But that was a local network. This is we're talking about ESPN, TNT. Like you on like
The
you
bro,
can't
bro, did,
go in
bro
there and
did
cuss.
it. Bro did it after he did it after one interview when he was on the court and he was replaying the joint. He was like, "Yeah, nigga," and he had to catch it.
Yeah.
And it was just it went right on. They went with it because it's Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Right. That's who he is.
They kept- yeah.
but that's a fun.
Can't say that.
It's a fun.
Can't say that. Can't say that. These are things you just can't say on the network.
It's a fun.
If you say it, the network themselves, who's hosting it, gets in trouble.
Gil, did you find a loophole to words you can't say on TV during your appearance on ESPN back?
For sure.
It's called.
Yeah, I asked Steve right there.
It's called
Man,
media
you
training,
did,
bro.
but-
It's called media training. When you got media training, you know what to say and what not to say, how to say it, how not to say it. You learn.
Like they like you trying
Okay,
to
like
break
you say,
it.
Yo, how
if
long you been in the league?
I don't
like-
like that they
like-
trying to break.
like
it.
even
Yeah.
word like
I don't
even
want you to try to
but that's
break
what I'm saying. Even
it.
words
Break it.
you
It
can't
don't matter.
like you can't even say goddamn.
All right, warn him. Tell him.
I can't warn you. I don't because I got warned. I'm
I
getting
can't
fined no
come out
matter
and
what.
I can't come out and warn you.
What I'm saying is, when you say it, I'm getting fined no matter what. I'm losing $1 million.
It don't matter.
No, I'm finding your ass $50,000.
No. You trying to break this person to be something y'all want him to be, and that's not cool. You can't let me be me for all this
You
time.
can't just
I'm
walk
Hey man, listen, you gonna sit up here and
walk
cry.
without-
You can't walk around the-
You
you
got
can't-
me saying all kind of shit, everything.
What if
can't
we-
just
The
you can't
king
just do
is
that.
dead, but
Nick,
once I
Nick, what if we want you to be the face of the league?
Talk to me. What's wrong with talking with people? Why people don't talk to have a conversation?
for context,
why
it
you
should-
gotta find me? Like
It
talk
should be
to me.
noted
That's
that
gonna make me feel worse.
Jalen Williams from the Thunder was also fined $25,000. He wore a T-shirt to his Game 1 press conference that
That's
said
it.
"Fuck art, let's dance." Had the F word on it.
Fuck art, let's that's probably a clothing.
25K.
It's a banned word.
They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna let you just do that.
Man.
So just
You don't think
just
you need
these
to have
two,
professionalism?
just these two. That's
You don't think we gotta-
$700,000 that they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be professional, but you could talk to somebody too before you just take their money.
But you don't think these guys have been warned. Like the people listen, we're talking about the face of the league, a guy that has a chance to be the face of the league.
No.
You don't think
After the first time you get fined, you ask the question
don't-
like,
you-
why y'all fined me? Oh, we fined you because you said this. It's like, damn, I can't say that? Nah, don't say this. All right, so if you get fined 3 more times after that, that means you disregarded
I
the
just
fact that
lost.
you said don't say that.
I just
Where's
lost.
your agent? Like, where's your agent?
No, but
Just
nobody.
lost.
Like,
Around you.
no. Truthfully, y'all don't know any banned words, right? When we're doing interviews, we're just doing interviews. No, we don't know, right? I had to realize that there was banned words. So then I'm like, all right, what words are actually banned on this platform? What was banned? So you had to be mindful. So yeah, there's no warning. You just get fined.
That's
But
your
think
warning.
about it.
The fine is your warning.
If they wanted
fine
to
is
be,
your
but think
warning.
about it. If I want to break you, if I want to break you, I will fine you exactly what I got fined.
Think about the
Hey,
moment
that's
I'm
fair
saying,
too.
though.
But now think about that.
Hey, he's actually doing you a
Let me
favor.
fine you what I get fined from Disney.
You would be really hurt. You
Then
would
you'll
say
be
it
really-
again.
You cost me $350.
You're not gonna cuss no more.
That shirt cost me
You're not
$350.
cussing no
You're not-
more.
you're not saying
If
that.
you say fuck 4 times in one interview and you
No,
get
you don't
paid,
call.
you got to
can't cost me more because I'm just taking it out of your check.
Nick,
But I can call
350
you
per
more,
word.
because I can stop.
$350K per word. And you said
Shaq,
it 4 times.
we're on the air live right now.
4 times.
You said it. Yeah, you said it 4 times. That's a million.
You say 4 times, and it's 350 each
50,000.
word. You gonna get fined as a player for something you said 4 times?
stop
You'll be
you.
more mad at that fine than you are at the fine we talking about.
And you'd be
But what about the
be
people that surround him? Like
But they
his
don't.
agent. Like when I came into the league, I got media training. Like
Man, but
like that
we don't
stuff was
need-
like who are these people around him that's just letting him walk around and just do whatever he wants? Like that's bullshit
what?
too.
But
He a
he-
grown
like-
man
like-
though. Not he a
Nah,
grown
man,
man.
fuck man. Listen,
Doing
bro.
what he want.
He's what?
He's
20,
doing what he wants.
Man, you did
Man,
the
listen,
same
bro.
thing. Everybody did
No,
what
I
Ed
get
did.
it. But what I'm
Come
saying
on,
is when
man.
you young, when I was
do
young,
need
when I
guidance.
came into the league, my agent made sure I had a media trainer, I had this, I had that. Where are these people at? Like, or fire the people around you.
For what?
What you mean?
did
Because
he
this is
do?
So he don't
because
get
this is-
fines.
Because,
For
He
because
lost
so you
the
don't get
game
fined and
and
you don't.
said something to them. Oh, fuck.
It's
I
not
had
his
only
first
shot
fine,
30.
Nick.
So they don't.
He only
care.
had 13 shots.
I only have
So they don't put
13
it-
shots.
Nick,
That's in the moment.
Nick,
I
that's
just said,
fine.
you done
Nick,
said that.
it's not his
you done
first
looked at the
fine,
stats,
Nick.
like,
Right, it's
damn,
not.
only
Nick,
took fucking 13 shots.
you're defending
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
You're defending him though.
I'm forgetting.
Why are you defending him? It's not his first time, bro. You're
All right.
defending him like this the first time he got fined.
Right,
When
this
was
is-
it at? When was the first time?
Chef,
Nigga, he just said how much money he spent.
$430,000 in fine this season alone.
$430,000 in fines, Nick. That's not one fine.
He did tell a fan, my dick bigger than yours.
Bro,
yeah.
bro.
He did tell a
Like,
fan
Nick,
that.
you're defending that.
That's
told a
what
fan.
And you're going to defend that.
He said that to a fan.
bro.
No.
And look.
Be yourself.
And he
Then they
did
gonna put a
17.
question mark over
That's
him.
right
By the
there.
time they get over it, he ain't gonna be able to do-
Everybody on this couch and tried to be something they want you to be, and the shit didn't work out.
No,
Be
for
your
sure.
fucking self, bro. That's what you don't understand. And you're gonna try to break a man for trying to be him. That'd be the same as everybody
My
else.
dick is
You
bigger
can
than
say
yours
that.
in a
You can
crowd
say
full
that.
of kids.
There's been a lot of
In a
times
crowd
you
full of
understand.
kids,
Nah, you
bro.
But
can't
he
say
can
that.
say whatever he wants.
Nah.
to.
In a
No, you
crowd
can't.
full of
Nah.
kids,
Nah,
bro.
you can't.
No. You can say whatever you want.
Thank
Right.
you.
I'm going to just get my money from it.
Right, that's fine. Right.
What the fuck are we talking
Nick.
about?
Now we gotta teach people. Now we can't talk.
You cost me money.
Nick, you got
Like, are
kids.
you forgetting that part?
Nick, you
Right.
got
Right.
kids.
I think
You got
And they
kids.
love him. And they love him.
No,
You got
And
kids.
they love him.
Do you?
And you know why
Do
they
you
love
want your
him?
kids telling somebody, hey man, my dick, hey,
Yes,
no, I
I want my son to
Actually,
stand up.
Mr. B, I would-
Yes.
No, I don't.
want
I would be
my son to
comfortable with
stand
my
up for
child
himself.
said that.
Hell
That ain't
yeah.
standing up for
Right.
himself, bro.
Man,
What basketball got to do with your thing
I
down
got
here?
it, bro.
No. I think
What
he
basketball
thinks,
got to do with this? Nothing.
Yes.
I think he thinks
It
that
can be argued.
Who?
I think he thinks it's just him that's getting penalized. I don't think he knows that when you say something because you want to just be you, the company that pays me, this big conglomerate, Disney, where we have our show on, where you're doing your interview on, when you say something that you just want to say, they fine me money. Every single time you open your mouth trying to be free. I get a technical for it. So how many times I'm gonna let you just say what
And
you
just
want
think
while I'm losing
and think
millions
it's
dollars?
cool. And you thinking it's cool. You like
You think
it
it's
all.
okay? Not on me.
How much did
It's
they
on
pay?
you.
How much did they pay you?
Billions.
And why? Because a person like me,
No, they
if it
don't.
wasn't for me right now, you wouldn't be getting that.
Your team pays you.
This
Your
thing about to
team
be
pays you.
LeBron about to be
Your
gone.
team pays you.
KD gone, Steph gone. Who's
Your
gonna be the face?
team pays you.
Me.
Brother, your team pays you.
Me. That's
When-
what
The, the NBA and the network is different.
When- Outta here.
Minyana.
You think
When Minyana
Outta
don't
here.
cuss in his
Outta here.
interviews.
We
Soccer
don't know
Blue.
what he
When-
say.
yeah, we do.
We don't know
He
what he
said,
say.
we-
He said-
we
He
speak
speak
English.
English.
We-
With banana.
Do you don't understand?
Hold on.
You don't, no, that's African, man. That's not French, bro. It's we.
We
It's not.
we
It
we
don't speak like
I
that.
think Nick is confused.
we
This
to
is
the
the
hoe.
NBA. This who you work for. This is his ESPN.
Who the NBA work for?
Hey,
man.
they talk to them.
Huh?
They talk to them.
You know what to do.
This is Disney. Disney pays them
man, if you gonna
to view you.
control the people in
To
the
view
crowd.
you. So if you say
Control the
something,
people in
you
the crowd.
control the NBA. Can you control
Control
this
the people in
mouth?
the crowd.
Listen,
NBA, can you control this mouth?
Nah, facts,
That's what
facts.
that
Control the
is.
people in the crowd.
NBA is saying, hey, control that mouth down there.
Anything that
And this is
happens
when
in
David
the
Stern
game.
charges you
Both checking in the
Control
game.
that
People
mouth.
talking
That's what I'm
crazy. to me.
saying.
Control that.
This is ESPN.
Why the
ESPN don't
hell
work.
would we
Control
have to
that.
control that, Nick?
Right. You're a
So
grown
you
man.
let people talk to your
Because you
merchandise?
can control
let
you.
people talk
That's
to me
not
however
Nick.
you
No,
want.
Nick. No, Nick.
You can say, fuck you all this.
Yes.
I can't say nothing
Because
back.
you're a professional
Control all
athlete.
that.
You're a professional.
Protect me.
You're a professional
I'm one of
athlete.
your main
Are you-
assets.
Are you at harm?
Protect me.
Are you at home?
Protect me.
These words
If
hurt
you
you?
don't protect me, I'm gonna defend for myself.
Who's harming you?
And I'm a
We are gonna protect you. Don't say nothing.
And then
If you don't say nothing, we gonna protect you.
Who's hurting you, Nick? Who's hurting you, Nick?
And then you're gonna be
Which
stuck
fan
with
out there hurting you? Which one hurt you?
Speaking
Why
of
you
fans,
just say
he
that?
hurting.
I'm
speaking
a
of
fan.
fans,
Say,
let's
suck
move
my-
on to
I'm a
mostly
fan.
fans. Presented by Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em, a very spirited chat here in the arena. $430,000 in fines. I think he's been warned sufficiently. Break bread.
Man.
Hey, man, you gave a bitch
I'm not getting fined by no NBA.
Yeah, 10
Some
toes
words.
down on that. You
Shout out to-
standing on $1 million in
about that
fines for no reason.
Mine was team
You're
fine.
just gonna give away $1 million because you want to talk real shit?
To the
Yeah,
NBA.
What the
F
fuck
word.
are you
You gave
talking about?
away $1 million just because he wanted
Oh
to
man,
get
Shout out-
I kept it real with them niggas. I gave him $3 million
Shout out to Rose
for a
Park.
full sentence.
Like what happened?
That is a full
I
sentence
gave a
for
bitch
$3
$2
million.
million for more.
Why? Like, I've never seen so many people get fined by the NBA. Like, the NBA fines is a whole different beast. Team fines, being late to the bus, saying something like, that's local shit. I can get that back.
That's local shit, for
I
sure.
just catch a tissue tantrum.
Yes.
I ain't practicing my ankle.
Facts.
I ain't playing.
I seen Tickets do it all the time.
We're going to rip this up. NBA don't give a fuck about that.
So we got one question today. It's from Underdog user AMoney00. Has Halliburton passed Paul George as an all-time pacer? Has Tyrese Halliburton passed Paul George as an all-time pacer?
No, PG3. No, PG13. No, he got to the.
No,
No, PG13 got to the.
I just got to the Pacers.
PG13 got to the Eastern Conference Finals too.
I'm still on the trial run, so I
Twice
can't
in a
answer
row?
stuff like that.
Yeah, PG13.
Yeah,
That's my favorite Paul. That's my favorite Paul
That
George. So
motherfucker dunked on
you
Birdman,
know,
so crazy.
yeah, when he came down, dunked on Birdman. I mean, you know, he gonna. I mean,
Living,
Yeah.
hey, living.
not yet, not yet.
Living in the past.
Yeah, that's fine. PG13 is a legend.
Huh? He ain't never
For
went
sure.
11 for 12 in the fourth
No, that's fine.
in a whole season.
That's fine. But he got to the Eastern Conference Finals twice, back to back. He just ran into LeBron.
Isn't that what we?
What's it, game 7 too, right?
Four-time
Wait,
All-Star.
isn't that what we are right now?
Game 7 too.
Ran into.
Isn't that-
That's why I said he got to get there. I mean, he got to get
Three-time
twice.
first-time defensive player.
PG13 was a different animal.
No. He was on the all-defensive team 3 times.
Who? Paul?
The Indiana
Paul-
Pacers.
Yeah, PG13 was a
First
different
team,
animal.
PG24 at that.
He was-
First team defense 3 times.
He was- He was dropping.
4-time All-Star. 3-time All-NBA player. Most
He
improved
was about to be the
player.
face.
Not yet.
He
Yeah.
was about to.
Yeah.
Until he broke his shit.
PG13 got one of the greatest signature shoes.
Man.
PG. come on, man.
Well,
He's not yet.
cooking, bro.
Hallie not yet.
Nah.
Not
Nah,
quite yet.
hell
quite yet.
no.
Not quite yet.
Well, on that note,
I'm going with it.
That's an Indiana question. I mean,
I don't agree. I don't
Probably
agree.
passed Danny. He probably passed Danny Granger.
Nah, he passed everybody.
He probably passed. Yeah, I don't think he got past Rick Smith. Shit.
We
he
not-
said best pacer?
He not even past Reggie yet.
Oh, he's not going to pass
Nah, he
Reggie.
can't pass Reggie.
No, he's
He
behind.
would be what?
He's behind. He's behind PG. Yeah, Reggie Miller,
then
Paul George, PG13 for sure.
24.
Come on, chat, say something.
Reggie, PG.
Where's he at? Hallie is the GOAT of Indiana.
Who else was on that team? Mark Jackson? No. He passed Mark.
Jalen, no.
Whew, y'all be reaching.
Haywood Workman.
Nah, not yet.
Rick Smith.
Not yet.
Rick Smith.
Y'all
Smith. Rick
reach-
Smith.
I don't.
Rick Smith.
They
Yeah.
said it's not close PG-13.
Yeah. I don't think y'all remember that
He said he
passed for
PG-13
him.
run. That PG-13 run before he got hurt. Are y'all crazy?
Vern
that's-
Fleming, a name you may not be familiar with.
Yeah, he just got past Dale Davis, so we.
Shout out to legend Austin Crozier. Crossroads High School here in Santa Monica.
The
But
disrespect, man.
on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate all of y'all. Thank you to everybody in the chat for pulling up, supporting the show. Another glorious week.
Wait, did we do
here in the arena.
OnlyFans?
We just did
That was
Mr.
OnlyFans.
B.
Oh.
You guys were too caught up in your Pacers fandom to recognize the transition. Swaggy, shout out to you for the choking.
Got the
and
got the bananas on.
the bananas for Gil.
Yeah, this
The women that now.
no, this is
The
the
win bananas.
Fortnite. You don't know nothing about Fortnite.
And on that note,
Bananas. Your son know about these.
this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all next week.